last 8 months.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Yeah, hi. Glenn. Everything's off because Sirenscape went down.
Oh, look at that. That's weird. Yeah, so the whole thing is kind of fucked up, isn't it?
Just a tiny bit.
It's all fucked.
Just can't
sir.
see you at all.
Hey, it's not
We
like I
don't
have a
need him.
matter.
He's stealthiest
That's
Goliath
good.
you'll ever see. You got 2 levels in Rogue.
Yes.
I'm shut off.
I'm almost there to my perfect build. Almost there.
You know what the trick is?
Bribing the DM.
You were always perfect.
That's fucking lame. Let's just start. I'm rolling.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, let's roll to see. Let's just get straight into it. Since we've been off for
I
a week.
rolled a 3.
I rolled
I
a
rolled
12.
a 5.
I rolled a 19.
Glenn.
So you get to read the recap.
Which means I also need to find it on my phone because
Which is
it's in the pinned messages, right?
Yeah, I can send you a DM if you'd like.
I got it.
slide
Okay.
into those DMs.
Yes. Hello?
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
So this is the recap for episode 35. Right?
I suppose. I don't know what I wrote. Yes.
Okay. Episode 35 recap. We decided to spend some time resting, relaxing, and recuperating in Waterdeep after such an arduous and non-stop journey. Obviously, we do this by attempting to sign up for a festival thing with combat. Thinking it'd be fun to test my mettle against the Griffin Riders of Waterdeep, we traveled to their base in the Castle Ward and I suggested an exhibitory race. I was turned down by their leader because I'm too fast. What a sad day. Oh, this is Vol writing this. I love it.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm offered a chance to ride a griffin and race against supposed legends and some of the very best. I was offered training, but later, so we went to a tavern to pass the time. It was called the Griffin's Roost, I think. It was indeed called the Griffin's Roost. There, we met Zephyr, this elemental man who is actually able to shock me, literally. A seasoned adventurer. I wish to fight him despite knowing my defeat would be certain. The thought of challenging alone is exciting. Magdor got drunk, shocking, I know, and Yorvan sat with himself for a while. He needs himself right now. I received my training in handling and riding griffins, and I am honestly not surprised at how quickly I took to it. I've become very attuned to the natural world around me, and it seems... I've become very attuned to the natural world around me, it seems, and understanding these magnificent creatures was simple. It's about honor and respect. Night came quickly. I found a drunk Magdor spending time with the guards and escorted him and Yorvan back to his estate. In the morning, however, we woke to something quite interesting. A child.
What's worse than a child?
Oh, what's the joke?
A rapist.
It's the
No,
other
no,
way around.
No,
What's
no,
worse than a
what's worse than
rapist? A child. Jeez, Nick.
God.
You got it all
Tell
wrong.
me how you really feel, man. Very cool. So, you did indeed. Were surprised with a small, purple-skinned tiefling child. With
All right,
horns
I
very
just-
similar to Yorvan's, with the name Mira tagged to her little bassinet.
Because Magdor and I are the same person, what does this baby sound like?
Oh my god.
No?
Stop.
It's a baby.
It's a quiet baby.
I slapped the baby. Now what?
I would kill you.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
M for for
You know-
murder.
Joven, you've got some free wishes.
Magdor!
No, I'm not.
what are you
No,
insinuating,
hold on,
sir?
let me finish. Someone to take care of the child. What were you
What?
thinking?
I don't know. I don't know. And like your van looks totally.
You can't take him with us to the Sea of Falling Stars. The place
It's not
is
a hit.
dangerous.
Her name is Mira. Please.
Oh, her. I'm sorry, I can't tell.
Can you read Magdor?
What, am I going to
Um,
take the letter out of his hand and read it?
It's
That would be
Magdor is
rude.
literally there on the. It's on the bassinet. That
Is it?
Richard, did you find any note or any sort of explanation?
No, sir. Oh, what
So-
the heck? Cyrus
And
Gate
Mira
was
could
being
be a
a real
boy's
butt
name
today.
too. Vol.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, guys. Pause for a second.
Too much
Technical
RAM.
difficulties. Yeah, logic capture is a butthole. And so we're probably just gonna end up having to do that. Excuse me.
bless you.
Thank you. I think that's literally all it is the Sirenscapes or logic capture. Magdor cannot read. There we go.
What?
Somebody in chat has said it's official. Magdor cannot read.
I can read. I can read Dwarvish. Jorvin and I have been working on Old Dwarvish. What do you think? That's just opening a book and being entranced with knowledge.
The only thing I've ever seen you entranced with is toys, Magdor.
Right. And how do you think I read the manuals? You think I'll just have Brandon tell me how to use them?
When was the last time you read a manual for a toy you picked up before you used it?
I read the contract to sell my soul.
That
The
wasn't a
fuck
manual.
is that? Was that Sirenscape?
What did you hear?
I didn't hear
It sounded
anything.
like someone dropped a bunch of sticks.
I heard nothing, and I'm not trying to fuck with you. I didn't
Yeah,
hear
no,
anything.
I don't know if that was my computer. What? Sorry.
Sing the alphabet.
I'm looking up the Dwarvish alphabet actually right now.
You're gonna sing the alphabet for us? Sing the Dwarvish alphabet.
You're Vin.
Yes. And I'm just like staring at this child, kind of distracted.
Richard, I believe he asked you a question. Was there a note that you found or an explanation of
sir.
sorts? Okay.
The holes seem very similar, so I may have assumed.
Vin, for what it's worth, it seems like this is your.
Yes, I gathered. I gathered that.
It's a baby orphan. Well done, man. And I'm gonna just once. He's not gonna do it multiple times. Just once, one shoulder pat, and that's it because Vol doesn't want to touch him too much.
Thank you.
If you need Magdor, if you need pointers, I was great, in Goliath.
All right, Vol, come on, and I'm gonna drag him.
We're
and
part
start
of,
pulling him
and
away.
as I'm walking, we're part of helping take care of the young. So if you need pointers,
Why I gotta be the voice of reason this time as I'm pulling him back?
First time for
I
everything, right?
Magdor, I just like Magdor. I like babies. They're cute.
I
and
know
they're
you do.
cuddly, and
You
they're-
stole
they're
one from a
innocent.
car.
Okay, listen. I didn't steal one. They attacked me. I defended myself and I took my spoils.
And
Anyways,
then,
I like
and then
babies.
you stole the baby from the car. You didn't even try to
Spoils
return
of
it.
war.
So
Yeah, the nursemaid comes to you and puts her out to you.
I take her and then I
And Dick, as he's been so fondly known as, says, "We'll leave you alone, sir.
thank
if
you
you wish."
kindly. And I just kind of hold her in my arms, which is uncomfortable for me because I haven't held a lot of babies in my time. In fact, I think this is probably the first.
Make sure you support the head.
And I just kind of stare at her. And that's really all I do for
Sit and stare at baby. Okay.
probably for a few hours.
All
And
right.
if she starts getting fussy, I call
She
the
seems very
wet nurse
comfortable
in.
with you, despite
Yeah.
you having never met this living creature before.
Yeah, and as time goes on, I call the wet nurse in and I, ask her to feed him or her, I should say. And I whatever they're doing for the time being, Magdor and Vol, I'm just gonna speak with my wet nurse as well as Richard and just kind of I'm gonna talk with Richard about that um group that I'm forming for of the kids, the adoption center basically.
Yeah.
And begin plans in earnest basically to start that happening immediately as opposed to like down the line. And I give instructions to the wet nurse and basically tell my entire house that we're gonna play this by ear.
1
as
second.
best we can.
It keeps shutting.
It's okay.
It keeps shutting. I think I'm just going to resize.
Play some
Uh,
Skyrim music,
Play some
or
what?
like play some Skyrim music or something. Are you talking about Sirenscape, or are you talking
Yeah,
about
it
your
just
background?
keeps cutting
Yeah,
out of the streaming of
More
Discord.
so, it's more so than the music. It's just that it messes up the.
It messes
overlay.
up the yeah all
Gotcha.
the overlay. Yeah. So let me fix the overlay
So
real
yeah,
fast.
you take care of that.
Yeah, you guys keep talking. Everyone can.
But
still
over the
hear
course
you.
of the day, obviously I talk to Matt and Vol and just say, guys, I'm a bit lost for words. If it wasn't obvious, seems maybe I had a little too much fun in the hills, eh?
At least fun was had while we were in Avernus. There's probably not many who aren't fiendish that can claim that.
Right.
Well, not entirely in your case, but
I do either of you have children? I don't think you do, right?
Oh,
I had a ward.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know how much my experience would be useful because with Goliaths it's straight to work as soon as you're able. So the moment Nox was of age to be able to do things and be critical and like critically think and use their skills out in the world, and Nox was a changeling, so it made doing certain jobs easier.
Well, I'm certainly not going to let my young one dilly-dally, just as my father didn't allow me. I had a hard childhood before I met my father. But
But as much as your father might have put you to work, there was
it was
care
good.
and there was
No,
love there, yes.
have I couldn't ask for a better upbringer or a better childhood once he was my father. It's one of the reasons why I think I need him back. Gentlemen, I think I'm going to make a wish.
Okay.
And I feel like it is of course, I bought this wish myself, but Would you be
Good
all
thing we
right?
found that deck of mini.
Shut up, Magdor. But I think it should be a team decision. And of course, this would only necessarily be benefiting me. I do want to bring my father back. And I want him to be free of his obligations. This may, this may bring some problems with it.
Are we gonna have to go back into hell?
I hope not. It'll be a lot colder next time. If we do.
Next time. Oh. This is a use of the spell that I'd be okay with. This is not my nothing wrong with this because this will allow us to continue adventuring. I think. Gave your father has clearly made up his. He'd become okay with the decision he'd made. That's what it seemed like. So he does not have, at this moment, any future aspirations. So it leaves him to be a little bit more free and open with the way he lives his life.
I agree.
Which would be different, I think, for him and for you, because I think you'll see a side of him that he's not really shown to anyone or himself in a long time.
I will certainly be the head of the household still, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would imagine be quite a scandal for a lord to disappear and then come. It'd be too much to explain.
It hasn't. It's happened before. Wealthy people have the ability to afford things like resurrections, or magical items, which could bring them back. It certainly has happened before, but it's not common, to say the least.
No.
I think that's what I'm going to do. Then you can enjoy the interesting companionship of my father during the bright swords, and he can relax and meet my daughter.
And then we can build a keep, land,
Right.
plenty in hunt and doing. I don't know what I've never thought about what would happen when I get old and I get to have nothing to do. But all I know is we'll build a beautiful house for this cute little one. You're so precious, aren't you? That I'm gonna go and like kind of tickle her.
And I hand her over to him because obviously he's like involved, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna like bounce around and just and I'm gonna like fluff off my feathers and shit like that.
well, I don't know if you're a godsire already, but both of you are certainly worthwhile of that title.
Well, that's a bad idea.
I think Vol will
Calm
be
down,
able to
Magdo.
keep you balanced.
I'm an exiled
Come-
dwarf. You don't want that kind of
Magdor,
You've spent some time in Runesmith, Magdor. You understand that it takes a child. It takes a child to raise it takes a village to raise a child.
I mean,
And
the
that
other's
holds very
true. I've
much true
seen
for
some
Blythe.
people. I've seen some people go from degenerates to responsible beings after having a child. So, a child could raise a village.
That's true. It goes both ways.
Magdor, I want you to understand that you are one of the best people that I know. And your exile.
I'm I'm sorry.
I know.
No.
You can't believe it. It's impossible. But honestly, you're a sweet man. And
I appreciate it.
Your exile only has something to do with those shitbag dwarves back in Gauntlgrim. You know, if you need a
Right.
home, look around.
Well, or we've got the one filled with monsters, or whatever.
That one too.
Ghost.
You have quite a few. You have 3 different homes.
We got
Runesmith is
Runesmith.
there for you as well.
We've got our apartment in Neverwinter. We've got there.
Right.
We've got here.
4. You have a habit of making yourself new places,
Contalgrim is missing out.
helping others. Indeed, it is.
Because I've got nowhere else to go. I've got to find my own places here.
Well, you have. You're not exiled anymore. You might be exiled from Gauntlgrim, but we're a big happy family now.
With a kid.
Indeed.
Is this
Is
3
this
men and a
technically
baby?
2.5? No, it's 2.5
2.5
men and a
men.
baby.
We
These
were 2.5
Avengers
men.
and
Now
war
we're 3.
Combined a classic 80s film and a modern show.
Wait,
2.5 men
wait.
and a baby.
So
Where's the
my
kid?
first, which I have on YouTube, my first like recorded D&D thing that I did was 1 and 2 half men, because it was
Awesome.
a human and 2 gnomes.
Awesome.
So now we're 2 and 1 half men and a baby. It's all coming full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
Brandon,
sorry,
did you see
that's
what I did
great.
to
Well,
So what do we do now?
Whenever you're ready, Irvin. Because I feel like this is going to take some priority. And so we could deal with whatever
let's have a
repercussions.
fucking vacation, boys. And I'm going to take out the sword, meditate with it for an hour, and cast Wish. And wish for my father back.
tell me exactly how you word that wish.
I wish that...
One thing I will say, make sure
Mhm.
you include one thing. If it's multi-tiered, it will immediately fail.
Well,
So
like,
I
tell
wish
me...
my father would be back and his curse would be undone. That is 2 things. Does that make sense?
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so like just not well, maybe that's not necessarily, but just make sure that it is just one thing.
Yeah,
Just
because I
no
think...
matter how you word it.
Yeah.
I wish my father was back pre-cursed.
No. Because then he would have to get cursed again.
No, Brandon, I put a chroma key on your camera, so your green screen's working now.
Oh, I just haven't bothered putting it
I know,
back.
but on stream, you have a blue background behind you.
Oh, my lighting is bad. It's gonna look bad.
There's one patch, but it's
so
fine.
so tell me if this is not okay. So I wish for the curse in which my father has decided to take upon himself to be deemed as fulfilled, so he may return back here as his normal self.
So, okay. Now, I'm just gonna say this. That would insinuate that he would have to make the journey back.
It might insinuate that.
So that he may return, because I think the removal of the curse is the base of the wish.
Right.
Yeah, so if that's the case, you may not know for a while whether or not it worked, just because of the needing for him to travel back. Granted, your father was a pretty powerful... Was he... What if he had classes in D&D, what would he have?
He would basically just be a level 20 fighter. Like,
Oh, 25.
he's
He's not a... Is he an Eldritch Knight?
I mean, maybe, since he has the
some training.
extra stuff with the because he
He's definitely
he
like a
doesn't
champion
really
fighter.
use magic a lot, but he can do, you know? He'd prefer to just kill you with his sword.
He's dabbled.
Yeah, he dabbles. But like he could cast he could cast a fucking firebolt if he felt
So-
like it. But
I'm just saying, with that wording, there's a strong insinuation that he would be returned to his normal self. The curse would have been removed as being fulfilled, but he would be himself just among legions of devils in Avernus.
but like, if a contract was fulfilled,
Mm-hmm.
just as
Oh,
a
sorry.
part of a
I left my Wi-Fi for a
contract.
second.
I don't want to give my players a luck blade now, or like give them a wish spell at this level. They're like level 5 or something, and I want to see what they do with it. I'm very tempted to do that.
On my fingernail.
Microphone.
It's like
Beat
the
him.
way.
Oh,
Okay, so the way that I think of a wish spell, like it literally bends reality.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it fulfills one wish.
yeah, but like,
I'm gonna be right back.
let me read the wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have familiarity with the wish spell. State your wish to the GM as precisely as possible. They have great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood something goes wrong. The spell might simply fail, the effect you desire might only be partly achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen consequence as a result of how you worded the wish. Wishing the villain were dead might propel you forward in time to a period when the villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game. Similarly, wishing for a legendary magic item or artifact might instantly transport you to the presence of the item's current owner. Also, if
So,
you do it for anything other than replicating an 8th level or lower spell, there's a chance
Yeah, that you could
that
fail.
you'll never cast it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about something like, if you're okay with the like metagame discussion for this instance?
Oh, 100%. I mean, you guys
It's
can
like-
talk about this in character about because you know how serious this is.
Because I feel like I do want two things to happen,
Mhm.
but one of those is a big deal, and the other one is a very simple deal.
Mhm. You have 2 wishes,
one
don't you?
I do, but like one of them, because like it says, you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above example. State your wish to the DM as precisely as possible. DM has great latitude in ruling it, what occurs in such an instance. The greater the risk, the greater likelihood that something can go wrong. The spell might simply fail. The effect you might desire might only be partially achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen consequences.
Mhm.
Right. So I have two different effects that I'm trying to create with one spell, which is
But all
beyond
of
the scope.
limits, all of the things there will either do one thing to multiple creatures or do one thing. So you can't do 2 different things with the same casting. That's the only thing that I would say limits it. So,
You know,
if you want to, because I think you have powerful spells, right? Oh, that's right. You're not a crazy powerful wizard. You're mostly fighter now.
Well,
I don't
What
have
if you-
teleport. I'm not mostly powerful, but I don't have a teleportation spell. I
Yep.
don't have plane shift.
Yep.
what if
So
you
basically all I'm trying to do is with the wish spell stop the thing the contract from, like, finish the contract.
Technically,
just-
the contract was finished.
Right. So but like the contract implies a permanent servitude.
Sure.
So I'm trying to finish the servitude of the contract, making him normal again, and then teleport him here.
Now,
what if you change the contract?
I think that might be because technically finishing the contract means that he's dead.
What if he
'Cause
changed the contract to
his
where
contract
he had to
ends
serve it here?
as a human.
In eternal servitude in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Liar.
I may not be charismatic, but I am wise.
Smart. Magdor, I think you have something.
Because to go along with your thing, I was just gonna say, what if fulfill the contract or however you want to word that, and if we could get away with something vague as be sent to safety, and then that way he can figure it out. But at least he's not gonna have like a horde, like, oh look boys, it's fucking dinner time, you know.
Meat's back on the menu.
Yeah,
So-
just say, like, his contract is fulfilled, he's reverted to his human form, and he is safe.
See, not even that. Actually, now that I think about it, I just wish to rewrite the contract and have the end of the contract once he dies. He will serve X amount of time, however the amount of time was when he disappeared to now.
Yeah.
Whatever that amount of time on the material plane, he will serve this amount of time in the hells as this thing, which he's currently doing, and then once that time is up, then he will be
So
returned.
you're just changing the amount of time that he has to serve his contract.
Exactly. He will be returned as his normal self.
And effectively, reality will be rewritten, so you're not making any enemies. It's just that's how long that's how the contract was
Yeah,
set.
Man, why did I make
Mephistopheles
that
could
contract only
feel the
5
change
days?
of a
He
spell, but
he would, but reality is changing. So he
Right,
would
true.
remember writing that contract that way.
yes, he would.
In that
Yes,
way.
he would.
Like,
Okay.
man, why'd I do it for 5 days? Seems kind of ridiculous.
So it's
Well,
been,
no,
what,
it's
a
been
month?
months.
A month or so.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
a month and
true.
a half
Yeah.
since you guys left, or since you guys got back. Because you spent almost a month in the town
Yeah.
afterwards, like rebuilding, and then you've been back here for.
Plus all
you
the
know,
time that it
traveled
took
and-
for this guy to come over and send the message from Waterdeep to wherever. It's been a few months,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. So tell me exactly how you would like to word the wish. Go to sleep, bosser.
So I will say, I wish for the contract to be changed so that the ending condition is rewritten in such a way that the amount of time which he must spend would only be X days, 2 months, whatever it was from then to now. That the amount of time that he must serve would only be X amount of time, and he would then be his oath to Mephistopheles would be deemed fulfilled by Mephistopheles, and he would be returned in his in the form in which he was originally taken and brought back to his place of residence here in Waterdeep as his normal self, having completed his
This
contract.
is a great way to circumvent the only one thing can happen. You just rewrite the contract so that.
Yeah,
it's
you
everything
rewrite the
you want.
contract. Yeah. Thank you, Magdor. You
Yeah,
killed
there
it,
you
dude.
go. Okay. Yeah, inspiration point, Magdor. So where are you guys at while you're doing this? While you're doing
We're in the house. I'm
whereabouts?
assuming.
Probably still in the same because if your event said
In, like,
that he'd
that
probably
front
be
sitting
staring
room?
at the kid, that front
Yeah.
sitting room still.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
hanging out with the kid. We're talking.
How long have you been
having
holding that
fucking
baby,
tea,
Vol?
it's-
Well, we've been
I don't know.
passing her back and forth, I feel like, and I've been like, no, she's mine. And then like playing with her and stuff and doing the little thing. Like, I don't know if you've ever held babies in real life. I know you have, Brandon. But yeah, they grab your little finger.
I
and
was
it's
the only
fucking
kid
great.
in babysitter. I was the only boy in babysitter training at in my local town when I was 12 years old. So
That's adorable.
There was 40 people and 39 of them were girls.
But yeah, just like playing with her, and it's like, Richard, go out, get toys. We need toys, and nothing with that shitty paint on it.
No,
We don't
and
need
And he
that.
says, yes, of course. I'll head upstairs to the attic. Why don't you go into? I think one of your old toys is on the mantle in the office.
I'll go.
Right,
I'll go
right.
if that's okay. But just remember, your revenge. She can't really. She just. It's all a blur to her.
No,
It's all
I
a
want to
blur.
get it for her, and
She-
then
Also-
I hand it to
Cool,
you.
I'll take it. Okay. Yeah.
And
Can
then
I have some
I,
toys
Worth,
too?
The stress of casting
you
this
are
spell.
muted, Glenn.
I'm muted.
Or maybe my headset.
Nope, your
has-
Your
headset
headset.
died.
Don't do this again.
It's one of the. It's one of the.
Did this again.
Everyone say goodbye to Sir. Oh, I think he's probably already gone, but he was very active in chat.
Have a
Bye.
great
Okay, we're
night.
good. Okay, cool.
Can I have some
So-
toys too?
Not those kind of toys. So
Oh.
the stress of doing anything other than replicating an 8th level or lower spell weakens you. So anytime you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of the spell.
Jesus Christ.
And that damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way. In addition, your strength drops to 3.
Which it
Three.
doesn't. Which it doesn't because I have a belt of giant kind.
That's
But
fine.
I
Your
feel
base
weakened.
Strength, your base strength.
Yeah,
You know, if you
I
took
feel
this
very-
belt off, you would have all withery arms.
Yeah.
But that's for 2d4 days. So hopefully you don't lose that belt for any reason.
You bastard.
8 days. Your strength is
Fuck
3.
off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Also, for each day.
Yeah,
that you
if I
spend
lost the belt, I
resting-
couldn't participate in the fucking tournament.
Yeah, and if you participate in the
Oh,
tournament and
boy.
cast any spells, even from items, you.
Oh, I thought it was until I finished a long rest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the
No,
spell
that's
is
true.
for-
Yeah,
yeah, the
I
spell
guess
stuff.
that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We're
We're
But
fine.
for
We're fine there.
also-
I'm watching you, Glenn.
So in order to.
Yo, Vin, you want to
uh,
fight now?
So, normal days it decreases by 1, but if you spend a full day doing nothing but like light activity, you actually decrease the amount of time that lasts by 2 days.
Okay.
Also, there's a 33% chance that you are
That's a
unable to
large
cast
chance.
Wish ever again.
Right, right.
So what we need
Uh,
to do? Phoenix, move.
get a-
come here.
Get this D100, baby.
So
get
you
this
choose the
D100.
Oh
range.
shit.
You choose the range.
He's got his headphones off. So my friend's 3D printing me a set of die. And I told him print me one big fuck off D20 so that I can use it for like stupid critical moments when I'm DMing.
Oh yeah.
They're like, okay, let's see
Where
if
are
the
you?
BVG hits
That's,
you.
that's what this one is. It's
Yeah.
it's made of it's like solid metal. So wait,
I can't wait till we get our
hear that?
digital
I'm gonna
dice.
use my boner dice.
digital dice.
The LED
Pixels?
dice.
I'm gonna use my pretty
Oh,
like
Did you get those
bone
too?
kind of dice. They're nice. They're pretty.
Yeah,
the pixels dice.
I'm waiting on them. Yeah, I got one.
Me too. I got a set.
We. Yeah, I
Those-
wanted to get
those
the
dice are
set.
cool,
I
those
just
dice.
couldn't afford
Did they?
it. Yeah,
did they
those
send
dice
out the
were cool.
survey yet?
Where
I
you
haven't
choose
gotten
like the colors and shit.
For
No idea,
pixels,
right?
Yeah, pixels.
They sent it
dice.
out.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it either.
You
I
just
have to
go,
check my
just go to
email.
the Kickstarter and it should be under one of the updates.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna say 0 to 33, or actually, is it or 1 to 33? I
Yeah,
guess
1
it
to
would
33.
be.
Yeah.
That I'm unable
You
to
can
cast
never
it.
cast Wish again.
I got a 92.
Nice. Good thing you didn't go the other way.
Oh. There's
gosh.
There's a 2 and a 90.
All right, you can still cast. How many wish spells are left on the luck blade?
Just
one.
one.
Okay.
Full. We need to talk about this
All right. So yeah.
because it's
so
going to be one of ours.
You ask for toys. Dick goes to the attic to look for toys, and he sends you, Yorven, to the office to get some. You remember some of your old toys were on the hearth above the fireplace in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are left with the baby cooing and playing with,
At least he's not colicky.
And you open the door to the office, and to your surprise, sitting at the desk, as if from a memory, just sitting there writing on a piece of paper, dipping his quill into the ink blot. He says, "Oh, hello, son."
Stand up, you old hag.
I'm sorry?
Stand up.
This is quite odd. And he stands up.
And I just go around the desk and I just give him a huge hug.
Good to see you too, son. I've been back for a few weeks now. We did this when I came back the first time. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Well, and because I feel like you're squeezing him, so his arms are kind of
Yeah, he's like,
grabs you on the side. He's like, "Good to see you, son. How is Mira?"
I was assuming that he hadn't known about her yet, but
Oh, no, he does.
yeah.
He's and you can see that he's actually writing up like her nobility papers right now to
Awesome.
get her like, registered as a member of the family. You know, and he's like, so is Malbrook fine for a last name?
Are you a father?
You're the father, so
Of course.
very well.
How are
And
you
he-
enjoying your new freedom?
It's nice. I mean, I was surprised that the contract wasn't longer, but
Yeah. Me too. Seems a little more fair
yeah,
than maybe it should have been.
it does, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Let's not think anything of it. We have the sword, we have you, we have Mira now, and your
It's not-
goofy friends. Are they taking care of her?
Yes, very well. I believe you left some toys on the mantelpiece.
Yes, some that you used to play with her up there.
Oh, I love this horse. Remember the horse? I used to pretend like I was a knight, and you know, he was my noble steed. It was great.
Well, I
You were a very good father.
I tried my best. It was hard
You succeeded,
being an
I'd say.
adventurer and nobleman and father. Nobility doesn't really look kindly upon adopting,
I know.
but I think it was worth it.
Thank you, father.
You're welcome, my boy. He pats you on the side of the face and he says, well, I'm gonna get back to this. Take care of her. I will
Right.
play with her later, if that's all right. I need to
Of
make
course.
sure she's all T's and I's crossed, if you know.
Of course.
All right.
And be prepared.
How so?
Bright Swords is coming up.
Oh my goodness! I had completely forgotten.
It's
Seems as
been
though
a couple
time's gone away
years.
from me. Yes. Bright swords. Yes, and I've heard rumor that they're adding something new before the battle reenactments close to the end. Some sort of race.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah.
I have nothing to
I'm
do with
very
it.
excited.
And
Well?
I just wink at him.
Ah, okay. Very good. Very good.
Out of RP question for your Ven.
Yeah.
How, in general, how tall are the ceilings in your house, in your room?
So yeah, on the first floor they're like normal, except for like the kitchen and the dining room. But on the
Cool.
second floor, they're like 15, maybe almost 20-foot ceilings. So it's like, it's only a 2-story manse, but it's very long. It's basically like a big L. And I know that you wanted me to make a fucking a map of it, and I totally forgot about that. But
Yeah, sometime.
but yeah, it's basically like an L, and the long part of the L stretches rather. It's like a backwards L, stretches rather
Yeah.
long, and then it's those rooms are like master bedrooms and guest
Right,
bedrooms, and they're very tall.
I only ask because whenever you come back down into that room where we were, Vol will be hovering about, like kind of rocking her to sleep.
You
I'm
just
like,
hovering.
that's what happened.
Lying,
Yeah, because I can
just like
hover.
rocking.
So I'm just gonna be hovering about, just like all around the room, very slowly. It's not gonna be any terrifying speed.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be throwing her up, and I would have like telekinesis to her. Like, no, Vol.
No, that's not at least until she's 4. That's when they need to learn
That's fine.
acrobatics.
That's fine. Yes.
But you return with the wooden horse to the room with your friends. And
And I noticed that she's asleep, and then I hand it to Magdor. I'll be like, keep that.
What's this do?
It's just a toy. Something that
Right.
I played with when I was very young.
So for her then.
Yes.
For
But you
Mina.
can keep it on your person.
All right.
I want you to have I want you to have something for her. You know?
Can Can I make us something?
Of course. I'd be quite honored.
I
You
pull
do
out a
have.
dagger. I'm good at whittling. I got you, Glenn.
That took you a little longer. Was the toy lost or?
My father's here.
Already?
Been here for about 2
I tend-
weeks.
Man, magic's wild.
Time goes faster in the hills.
Right. Boys, we have a griffin ride to prepare for. We have a tournament to train for. And I have, hopefully with your help, a baby to raise and some children to provide housing for.
So I know. Listen, I know things have changed in an unusual way, and we haven't really talked about it yet because there's so many other things going on. But how's the adventuring going to work now, Yorfin? Because either way, I will not mind whatever you choose as long as you choose what's happy.
I appreciate that. Well,
There's obviously still time, of course, but I'm just curious as to what you're feeling like, and I feel like it's a little too early because you only just met her, but your father's been here for 2 weeks, so she's probably been here for a little longer. Maybe he's the one who brought her back? I don't know anymore. Magic's wild, Yorfin.
it is.
So glad I don't have to do that shit. I'm just so glad I can stab things.
I mean, I
It's-
appreciate a good stab as well. It's much easier.
So much easier. Or throw a hammer, right, Magdor? Just when you feel that shit, it's
Smash
just
'em.
so much easier.
I
What are you
think.
making, Magdor? By the way,
Huh?
Oh.
what are you making?
Nothing right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
wait to use my channel divinity.
But I look at Vol and I say, I think we'll save that question for another day.
Of course.
Give me some time.
Of course. It's just something that... There's more of an organic question that I just... that just came up. Not that I was
Yeah.
sitting on it, because this is...
No, I understand.
This is important.
It is. I might not have expected to be a father, but
What day is it?
I am one. It is the
17th.
17th.
Overnight. And you guys, okay, so you still have today and 3 more days until Bright Swords.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'll be right back. I had to think about what I was gonna make. I'm going to start setting up my hole. I think I have iron. Do I have iron, Glenn?
Yes. You still have
I'm
iron
pretty
ingots
sure.
from before, yeah.
Magdor, are you fondling your hole? Don't do it in the foyer.
Not around the
One of the
baby.
maids might trip inside.
All right, all right. I'm gonna go up to my room.
Thank you kindly. I was
Oh,
half expecting
Glenn.
you. Oh, good.
Can I tinker? This is going to in no way benefit us, other
You
than
have
being
tinkerer's
really
tools?
cool. I do.
Are you proficient with them?
I am.
Then yes.
I want to make something that is channel divinity and combines one of my items.
Ooh.
I want to make a mobile or mobile, however you pronounce it, and combine it with my and Mystics or Yorvin's not gonna like this. Combine it. Well, Yorvin's not gonna like it for a different reason. He's gonna like it. Combine it with my pipe of smoke monsters.
Oh, dude, awesome.
And as it spins around, I want it to just shoot out little tiny monsters.
So you're gonna. Oh! One of those things that goes above the baby beds.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so as it spins
A
around, it'll
mobile,
just have a
yeah.
little dragon fly by, and then one will have like a little mammoth that runs across it.
Hell yeah.
One will have like,
Fucking awesome.
yeah.
All right.
That's
so
awesome.
You only roll if there's a chance for failure. So you make it, but it's gonna take you like an hour or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. And it'll use my other channel divinity because I think I did one earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make that. So Magnor's up there working in his hole. You hear like the sound of metal grinding and hammers, slapping. Whatever that. I wanted to give a different, sound for that, but
Pounding.
hammers pounding. There you go. Trying to be a little less sexual, but that's okay. What do you guys do while he's doing that? You just hanging with the baby?
Yeah, and I go and bother my father. Well, like, I don't know. Do you guys want to do anything in particular in the next few days?
There's a fucking baby, dude. We're in like
Right, yeah.
baby mode. We're in like uncle mode. We're just hanging out, having a few beers, just like chilling out.
Playing with the baby.
Flip flops, like fucking Hawaiian shirt on.
Right. Eating good food, just chilling. I think as a just what I want to do for the next couple of days is basically just talk to my father about raising her, and like I said, set up this thing to help these kids, and
What's
yeah.
the organization called again?
I don't know.
A orphanage.
No.
A orphanage.
The orphanage.
The orphanage is home for extraordinary young children. We're the only ones that think this is. He's so deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You guys suck. No, fuck.
Oh no, yeah, just burn it real quick. Just let me know when you're gonna do it. I'm gonna be muted for a second, guys, because Sarah's doing
Sure.
food processor real fast.
What should I call it, though? No, I'm not calling it Jorvanage Magdor.
That's
what?
a great
No.
name. Backdoor. Oh, that's such a.
I'm-
such
You
a
know
great
I'm
name.
great at coming up with names. I can't remember them after I've said them, but I'm great at coming up with them.
I wanted
I think-
something prestigious. I want these.
I didn't have a prestigious suggestion. I was gonna say the Hellraisers.
I want something that will give these children a sense of pride, and where people can look onto them and think these children are meant for something good. A boon to our city.
How about Flo? Future leaders of Waterdeep.
That is absolutely fantastic. Magdor, you're a genius.
Go with
It is now Flo.
They're Flo children.
They flow too.
Not float. Flow. We all flow down here.
I was gonna go with something corny like Malbrook's Chosen, but flow is nice.
It rolls off the tongue. Well, it would be it would be like an acronym.
Right.
But it would be Future Leaders of Waterdeep. But in conversation, you would say Flo, of course.
Right.
Magdo, you have a brilliant mind for naming things, honestly.
It's
I mean, you
probably
didn't
the
go with
only
your
thing I'm
vintage,
great at.
so, like, I don't know how much you think he's brilliant.
It's all about knowing your audience, fool. I knew he wouldn't go for that, so I had to give him the crazy one first and then hit him with the great one.
Fair.
Well, it was a damn success. To the sign maker, and then I just
Huzzah!
and I go out myself. I don't know if you guys want to join, but I'm super
the
excited
only thing
about
that I
it.
could think of that Vol would want to be doing is just keeping up with, like, meeting the Griffins, going to talk to that. I can't remember his name, but that Captain Mage, fucking
Chaz.
insane dude.
No, the
yeah,
captain
Chaz.
or the
Yeah,
leader,
who plays Chaz,
Oh my
but the
God.
leader, whatever his name.
Elminster.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fucking Elminster.
so probably just going out in the morning or in the evening or whenever he's like.
Did
and
you
then
ever
just
want to go
get used to
challenge Zephyr?
Griffins.
Did you actually want to challenge Zephyr to a fight?
No, No.
We're
We're in vacation.
Well,
Listen,
We only have one
if
more
we were,
wish. We can't use it as resurrection.
if we weren't in vacation mode, Vol might, but he's just so tired. And there's a baby already. He just kind of wants to, like, he knows things are coming up. So he's like, you know what?
that's fine.
This
You
challenge
pansy it
would
out.
be
It's
great,
fine.
but yeah, it's okay. The only other thing that Vol would want to do is try to go to the docks and see if Temboku's ship would pass by. So he'd probably check maybe once in the morning or whatever, just so he could say hi.
I could
to
send
his...
him a message.
No, Vol likes the idea. Vol likes the more romantic idea of like
Choose a
just going to the
range.
docks and waiting to see.
You have a 10%
on-
chance.
Like on what? On like a D100?
Yeah, 10% chance
Um,
on D100.
71 to 80.
Are you checking every morning?
Yeah, he'd probably it'd be part of his thing too. So
Because
he'd
you have
probably
3
go out in the
days.
morning, take a walk. Yeah, take a walk, go to
So
the
the first
docks,
day,
swing
no.
by, and then okay,
Second day, give me another 10% gradient.
same
71 to 80.
this one, 71 to 80. Yes.
Nope. Third day.
Okay. Same.
Nope.
Okay.
We would be working on Old Dwarvish while we have some downtime
Right.
for those 3
True.
days. So we need to roll 2.
Yes.
And mine's intelligence doubled. Yours is just intelligence.
Right.
No, mine was
Technology.
history. Right? Not doubled intelligence. Mine was history. Yours was intelligence.
So I get a +5 as opposed to +10, right? Okay, so
we
the
have 3
first day,
days.
first day was an 18.
I
The
had
second day was a
23.
failure,
Same.
and then third
first-
day,
That was
Was a
success for
23.
both of you.
huh?
On the first one, that was a success for both of you. You got an 18, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
I
second
failed
one
the
for you?
next 2 days. So
I failed the next day, and I got a 23 the third day.
All right.
And Vol gets to roll once.
But Vol, yeah, you get to roll once to try and
what are we at?
learn what they learned.
Hey,
Oh, I-
17.
Yeah.
What did you say we needed to be at, Glenn? 'Cause we're at 8 now.
It will. What DC you need to hit?
No.
No,
How
number
many
of
times
successes.
we need to sit? Was it?
Yeah,
I thought
10?
it was-
I was thinking the DC you need to hit, but that will
Yeah.
scale up as you go.
No, we're talking. But how many days does he need of successes? I thought it was like, yeah,
did you
like
think
10
it
or
was?
something.
10.
Sweet.
It's been a long
But it is.
time. So, all right.
It's 10.
Also, I realized I have something in my notes that I completely forgot about. I have a mechanical canary and a gnome crafted lamp.
You do.
Was that supposed to be used in Avernus?
Thought we
Right.
just had it. Yeah, you just found it, didn't you?
I
think
found
it's a
it
trinket
in
you found.
yeah, one of the guy who teleported us to Avernus.
The otter.
Mm.
Yeah, the otter.
Love animals. The otter. Yeah. What's his name?
Yep,
for an
yep, that's
inspiration
right.
point, LR?
Who fucking knows? I don't give a fuck.
There's
I
someone
don't-
who
he
knows.
was cute.
Okay, great. So you're gonna spend time learning Old Dwarvish. You've got your walk in the morning. You're checking for your father. You're spending time with your father now that he has returned 2 weeks ago. But ironically enough, not long. Initially, there would be an amount of shock that he's there, but then because reality was altered, you would remember
Yeah,
times
like,
that had happened
It's like
in the
tink,
past 2
tink,
weeks.
tink, tink, tink,
Yeah.
tink, like slowly building up and like refragmenting the hard drive
Yeah.
or defragmenting the hard drive, and then
Would
all
we
of
then
it.
still
replacing
would
with
we then
reality.
still remember that we'd cast that wish?
Yeah, I think so.
Vaguely, but like by the probably a couple years down the road, you would be like, I think we cast a spell.
I feel like that memory would be
remember.
stronger than for the spellcaster rather than the people who were there then.
Yeah. So it
Right.
basically just like the memory of it, because it as a part of that reality wouldn't make sense. Eventually, just kind of
Yep.
becomes muddled to a point of non, like a you're not sure of exactly what happened.
That's
It's just
super
something
cool.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
like that.
Yeah. And then also playing with the baby, little Mira, who has shown a certain amount of propensities, although she has not the ability to like walk yet. There was a time when you swore she shot a tiny firebolt by your head.
Yes.
Like you were just there and you were rocking her, and then it was just like, and you see a little scorch mark
It's
like on
like
the ceiling.
Jack. I love this.
It's gonna be level 1 in all classes.
No,
Oh.
bad. That is not how I'm going to raise my child.
She's not gonna.
Let
be
me
an
teach you
adventurer.
about. Let me
You're
teach
the
you about
filthy
Moradin.
multiclasser.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me teach you about Moradin while Joven teaches you how to sneak attack. Or sorry, Vol teaches you how to sneak attack. And
She
then
could, I mean, she could be an arcane trickster.
She could also be a sorcerer, which is why she would have been able to subtly cast that spell without being able to use verbal components.
she could also be a cleric.
Was the succubus that I impregnated actually a dragon disguised as a succubus? If she was a sorceress,
Did you?
that would
bone
make
an
sense.
ancient Dracolich?
Yeah, I don't discriminate, man.
All right. Well, let's see if it is. It's got to be a 99 or 100. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Son of a bitch.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh
I
god.
love that.
We
I'm
will
glad
see
you
what
guys
hap-
like it. We'll see what
Wait,
happens.
okay, but then, wait, don't at least in 5e, don't succubi have wings? Does she have wings?
I think you did describe her having wings when you first
She's a
told us about her.
tiefling. Yeah,
Oh, okay, pure on. Okay, okay.
but
Never
you
mind.
Okay.
can have wings as a tiefling.
Yeah, you can.
All right, they're feral tieflings. They're called, right?
Odds or evens.
Odds.
She has wings.
Nice. They're like budding,
So
you
she's
know?
more-
Well, you
more
could
and
teach
more
her how to
like that by the
fly.
day. She's
That's
floppy
why Vol was
mostly.
throwing her up in the air. You could come on. You
she
can
was
do
gliding
it.
down.
Yeah, she glides down. Awesome. So the next 3 days go kind of wonderfully. They do a lot for, the stress that you felt, Yorven, for casting Wish for such a big thing, altering the memory of what is effectively a god and an archdevil. No big deal. Changing an infernal contracts. But you are able to relax. You're able to spend time with the baby and each other, doing things you care about, making awesome mobiles with a pipe of smoke monster because, and I think I said inspiration point already, but if I didn't already, please take that.
I got 2 already.
Yeah. And don't forget to take yours too, LR, for writing the recap. But yeah, so, and you have one too, Mystic, an extra one, but for reasons. So, you guys just enjoy that time. It's the first time, I mean, along with the last couple days, but seriously, that you've just had nothing. Just been able to be and exist and enjoy the space you're in without worrying about anything. And we will pick it up the morning of the 21st of Alaint. And through the last 2 or 3 days, you guys have heard tell that indeed this race between former members of the Griffin Cavalry has kind of come together. You know that at least 4 or 5 of these, specifically some of the members of this one family that you guys had heard tell about, excuse me, who were relatively well known, the Bellabronte family. At least 2 or 3 members of that family are going to be represented among others. It sounds like there's going to be 7 or 8 riders in the race, and Vol, you have been selected on recommendation of Elminster himself to take part of the race, because obviously you guys suggested it, but people with more pull made it happen, and so he made that call to kind of put himself in your corner, and they went, okay. So you have a spot in the race. Ironically enough, on that griffin that you hung out with, Trudy. She's gonna be your mount during the race. The untamable griffin. And unfortunately, one of the big pulls is that the Master Lords requested that Elminster and Aegeon race. So he's a heavy favorite to win. But that is happening, and it is happening right before the end when they do the Griffin Cavalry reenacting all the battles. It's kind of like, a fantasy fireworks show with illusions in the sky at night. And so you guys will lead up to that climax, but the majority of this day will take place. The morning is kind of like what is it? It's a highlight of different vendors that have come to showcase their equipment, because it's a showcase that's based on martial prowess. And so blacksmiths and weaponsmiths and leathersmiths and, fletchers and woodworkers from all over the Sword Coast come here on this day to kind of showcase their wares to the best warriors in all Faerun who come to participate. And similarly, right after that is when the first few rounds of this thing, this tournament begins. A tournament of skill, and the question beckons as you waken in the morning: will you be participating?
Well, I don't think I'll participate. Well, no, I'll fucking fly in the cavalry just to fly, not even really to win, because I'm not that.
No, I think
good at
I
flying.
think this is more the tournament, not the race.
Oh, the tournament? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, participating.
So this would be this would be important. You would notice that over the last 3 days before this morning, this would be the first morning that Vol's woken up early. He's otherwise woken up late. He's woken up after sunrise.
Are you all right, Vol?
Yeah, I'm just yeah.
Magdor comes walking out. Are we ready to fight? I want to fight.
I'm excited. I'm still a little. Gotta shake things out a little bit.
You look a little. I don't use this word with you because you're goddamn hard to hit, but you look a little frail today. A lot better than a couple of days ago. Whatever.
Yeah, I was spent. Spent.
No, I'm good. Let's. I want to see what Waterdeep can offer. I know what Neverwinter has on offer. Now it's time to see what Waterdeep has.
The first place.
And we did.
Oh, go ahead, Magdor.
Sorry, and we did the Prisoners Carnival too up in
up in Luskin. We kick ass in Neverwinter. Time to see what Waterdeep has to offer. We are the heroes of Elturel, after all.
Heroes of Elturel.
The Buxom Barmaid makes a special dish for the morning, only on, or only in this time of the year. So until the end of Harvesttide, from now until the end of Harvesttide, they serve a certain bacon, egg, and gravy biscuit meal. I swear to the Lord, the Lord of Waterdeep himself, it is the best thing you will ever eat. My father actually comes with us. It's
well, then what are we waiting for? We need a pre-fight snack.
Father, are you awake?
Of course, son. I've been awake for hours.
He's standing right here. Why were you yelling?
Come on, we gotta get our biscuits.
Yeah, and he has his traveler's clothes on, which for him is dressing down. He doesn't like the that he's in a shirt and jeans, khakis. Noble, he looks kind of like if you imagine your older father. Oh my God, yeah, he just looks like Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones in later movies.
I'm for whatever reason, because he's probably the most normal billionaire that I know. He reminds me of Richard Branson. Richard Branson is all I see in my head.
He has dark hair, but okay.
Yeah. Besides the hair, it's just the way he dresses, because he dresses like a normal.
Oh right, yeah.
Joe Schmo, Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, my father has a cut jaw. He's fucking huge. He's taller than I am by a good few inches. Because your event's 5'9", he's as tall as I am, but my father's 6'2", He's a big guy, and he's fucking wide as shit. Obviously not as tall as you, but yeah, he casts an intimidating uh posture.
So we get a pre-fight meal in. Um, and then I'm sure Waterdeep what we're made of.
It was a very, very good meal, by the way. I rolled
Yeah.
for taste gradient on that. It was good.
And we of course we brought Mira. And
Oh, yeah.
everybody
Mira's first outing. Baby's
Yeah.
first outing.
yeah. And everybody at the
Bucks and
Bucks
barmaid.
Yeah, everybody at the Bucks and Barmaid is like, "What the fuck?" Because they all know me, so they're like, "You're Ben, the ultimate bachelor," and I'm like, "Yeah, and
Now
I
now
actually-
you're really the ultimate bachelor. Now
Yeah.
you're pulling the ladies.
yeah, I sit down at the because like everybody, I'm just taking over as a DM for a second. I apologize, Glenn, but everybody's like, everybody knows me there, so they want to hear the story. So I sit down at the little stage that the bards sit at, and I tell them the story, the very body story of me, sleeping with a bunch of succubi in the hells. And by now, the word has reached that we had saved Elturel, right?
Here's Eldra!
So we're telling a bit of that tale, and then I'm like, yes, it's a story of seduction and violence and devils and demons, and I try my best to entertain everybody, but there for like an hour, I guess, probably.
They fucking love it. Yeah, it's great. You spend the time there, and then
I will. Because I have proficiency with the flute. I'm gonna accentuate his storytelling.
Hell yes.
Fucking flute.
Hell
Got a
yes.
bard
and
now.
as you're finishing a wonderful meal and a great time, just hanging out with people that you know from the neighborhood, making new friends. Some people, just thankful for the things you did. You hear the parade that is starting, that is supposed to lead everyone into the castle ward near where they're going to hold all of these fights. Apologize. You guys made me laugh weird earlier, and I just coughed, and I haven't broken it yet. It sucks. That's what I get for being happy, right?
Be depressed, bitch.
Just gonna turn up the music for the parade. Ooh, ah. Now parade music is loud as possible. That's super weird. It's very quiet. Anyway, I guess you guys can't hear that. I forgot
Okay.
that it's not in there.
We have
Never mind.
imaginations.
I can hear it, and the stream can hear it. You just can't hear it. So
Yeah.
that's the problem. Okay.
That's fine. That's okay. We'll live.
So yeah, the parade is going, and did you guys? That's one thing I forgot. In the last 3 days, did you sign up for the competition? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So you all signed up. You were all approved by the Watadavian Council, and that decides whether or not who gets in and who doesn't, based on merit and all that jazz. And eventually, if you head to the castle ward.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you head to the castle ward, and there is a massive kind of in that large space that you had seen and spent time around in the last few days, Vol. There in that space they have set up, a bunch of different arenas. In the center of the large bailey, there is a kind of like music concerts, or what are those called? Where they have a bunch of music festivals, where they have multiple stages, and then they have a main.
Multiple stages. The main stage. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one arena that is where some of the more high-profile fights are going to take place, as well as the finals that are going to be happening. And so now the rules are very simple, and you would have been made aware of this a while ago. Is that the only sort of magic you can use is something like, well, I guess there's an approved list of things. So defensive magic is generally okay.
Hellish Rebuke?
Defensive. Yes, shield.
Shield, okay.
more stuff in the abjuration school mostly. But also like a druid would be permitted to cast shillelagh on a weapon, you know, something like that, stuff like that. But nothing that is overtly like targeting a person with a spell or an area with a harmful effect.
So would I be allowed then to cast Searing Smite
Searing
onto my
Smite?
weapon?
Yeah.
What about Hunter's Mark?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Zephyr Strike?
I think Hunter's Mark, yes. But Zephyr
Yeah,
Strike,
if you
no.
let Searing
Well,
Yeah.
Zephyr Strike, I would make an argument for Zephyr Strike because it only gives me one use of a 1d extra 1d8. Otherwise, the
Oh,
main
that's
thing until the
right.
spell ends.
You just
So I
move
would,
without provoking
in your
attacks
case,
off
I
them.
would probably, in
Probably
that
wouldn't be
case,
good
I
for
would probably
1v1
swap
anyway.
them. I'd
Yeah.
probably swap them to Zephyr Strike
Zephyr,
allowed and
yes.
Hunter's Mark no, because Hunter's Mark you probably have to target somebody and you're always doing extra damage.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
Right? Does that seem okay? Because
But I
Zephyr
mean,
Strike
the
will only
thing
give
about
me
it is
one.
if somebody casts Shillelagh, their weapon always deals more
Yeah.
damage.
I
Or
think
somebody
Hunter's
has a
Mark is
flaming
more about
weapon.
like you are because of your arcane
Yeah, because yeah,
understanding of your prey, you're able to more easily hit them and
Shillelagh is a
hit
buff.
vital places.
Yeah,
right?
I think both
I
of them
feel-
are probably fine then.
Yeah.
Honestly. Zephyr
Okay.
Strike and that,
Yeah,
as
sure.
well as Searing Smite. I think it's just like you can't shoot Firebolt. There's no
Fireball,
lightning,
yeah,
no
yeah.
lightning.
No
there's
scorching
no
rays,
wall of
no
fire, yeah,
vampiric
none of that
touch,
stuff.
yeah.
Am
None
I
of that, yeah,
am I
no.
allowed mini Magdor?
Are you allowed mini Magdor? If you have a familiar, they are allowed to accompany you in the fight. Yes,
Nice.
as long as the
Nice.
familiar is not larger than you.
It's mini.
Yeah, I know. That's just to keep people
It's
from
mini.
like it's to keep people from trying to bring.
So,
horses
that suit of
in,
armor?
to keep
No.
them From yeah, they can't bring the suit of armor. You can't.
No,
bring
the
horses.
suit of armor is smaller than me. The suit of armor is smaller than me.
Is it a
It
familiar?
actually kind of is.
Huh?
Is it a familiar?
They
How
wouldn't
do you,
know.
okay, how do you define a
I
familiar?
categorize a
Glenn?
familiar as a creature one size smaller than you that serves as an assistant in combat.
Then it is not a familiar because
Yeah.
it is not one size
Just
smaller
because,
than me
like,
technically.
Yeah, and and I think the reason why they would implore that is so people can't bring animated armor. They can't
Oh,
bring
yeah, yeah,
horses.
yeah.
They can't bring you're not warforged. The other artificial sort of creations that
Fucking
are
Iron
larger.
Golem,
But,
you
like,
know.
an
That's what
Iron Golem,
mini
that's it.
Magdor is, though.
But mini Magdor's smaller though, so he could be categorized.
So probably the
and
power
same
armor
if-
or whatever.
Yeah, if a ranger came in with a wolf companion, same thing. Technically, the
Okay.
wolf companion is still a medium creature, but like,
Yeah.
aesthetically. And so like hawks,
Well,
owls,
we'll figure it out.
you bring your owl with you, like no big deal, that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. But that way people can't just like show up and be like, yeah, this is my dragon friend. He's my familiar. I won't use
you-
magic, and his is inherent, so it's not really magic.
So
Breath of
support
fire.
spells are okay, right?
Yeah.
You want me to enlarge Twilight?
I don't think Twilight could. No, it's fine. This is a. Listen, this is probably the most pure form of comp challenge like I've experienced in a long time. This is just
So-
me against another person.
If there's 1v1s, that means eventually we might fight each other.
Oh, it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward.
Did
to
you
it.
set
This
up the
is challenge.
brackets, Glenn?
No, but I will right now.
It might be best just to put like classes, like
Basically,
Vol
I'm gonna
versus
have-
cleric.
I've got names for them
Okay.
and classes.
Ooh, it was a real tournament.
So basically, there's 8 competitive. We're fast forwarding effectively through the first few rounds. As it
Yeah,
started
we'd
with
be able
well
to
over
take 'em
100
out.
fighters. You guys are. You
But
only
while
know
you're
there's a
setting up
chance
the
for failure.
bracket,
Mhm.
I'm gonna talk us through some of the sights and smells. Is that okay, Glenn?
I love it. Do it.
Okay. So your Ven takes you to several like booths and things like that, where you could win fun prizes, but through feats of dexterity, fair and carnival games. There's amazing food, funnel
Everybody,
cakes.
please, in general chat, roll a d8 and put it in chat for me. But you cannot roll the same number. So if you put it first, you get it, and then please continue.
Like in
Um,
Twitch chat or like in
No,
Discord
in
chat?
Discord. Yeah, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll first.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 2. Oh no.
Did you put it? Yo, Magdor put it in there first, so. There he is. There he is. None of you. Yeah, okay. Please
But
walk us through the sights and sounds. Hi, buddy.
But
What are you
besides the average fair, kind of like festivities, there is illusionists creating intricate plays, and the actors are covered in golden and gilded illusory. I love your face, Glenn.
Phoenix is just like, he's just like
super-
nuzzling me and like
What a sweet
hanging
boy.
out under my. What are you doing?
Would there be glass blowers?
Sure.
Magdor would probably stop and watch the glass blowers for
Magical
long
glass
time.
blowers. So it's like one is a dragonborn who is breathing fire out of his mouth, and like shaping it with his hands in like a almost telekinetic. It's not touching his hands, but he's shaping it in almost this telekinetic way. One's an elf who has no magical power, but it is just normal glass blowing.
Yeah.
There's a priest who is like almost smiting the glass into shape, from a distance, and people are oohing and eyeing. Then there's actually several wizards who are doing mock battles with each other just to entertain the crowd and get them hyped up for the battles. And there's illusions of every sort all over the place. Elephants, walking through the sky, and dragons flying through. There are, ship's captains that are, shouting about the adventures of the sea and telling stories. There's art everywhere of every sort, whether it be magical items or paintings or wooden carvings being sold or just shown off. And go ahead.
Oh, I don't want to go into that blacksmith right there.
What is that?
That's part of the Goldor family. I know they come down here for the festival. I'd rather not see them.
The Goldors. Vo's
Yeah,
gonna
fuck
say
them. I'm a Lord of Waterdeep. If they don't want to, take you, then they shouldn't take anybody. Why don't
Honestly,
we go?
All right.
Why don't we go talk to them?
No. They.
I don't want to go in there.
They'll
Let's
kick
talk
us.
to them.
Do you want
They'll
to
kick
burn
me
down
out.
their tent?
Okay, gentlemen. Let's maybe.
That's
Listen-
kind of
listen.
what got me into this situation in the first place.
Well, it wouldn't be you doing it. It would be me, most likely.
The,
I cannot, in good conscience, be a part of this conversation if this is going to happen.
mean, I
Please
can't
don't
either.
exasperate the situation.
Morden, I'm sorry, Morden. Yeah.
All right, Mira, your first arson will be later. And then,
Thank you.
and I imagine that the Black Staff is out, and she is commanding one of the statues of the city to greet people, or do poses and things like that. One of these giant, enormous statues that probably 100 feet tall, that is leaning down, and as she speaks with people, it's kind of mimicking her motions, and she's explaining, this is the glory of Waterdeep. We use these protectors for all sorts of invasions and things like that. And the Griffin Cavalry is spinning around the heads and torsos of this thing, and as it's doing maybe some Tai Chi or something like that, and the Griffins are weaving in and out and around the statue, and there's just food and magic and laughter everywhere. Nobody seems to be having a bad time.
Fuck yeah.
And then the fights begin.
And everybody's having a better time.
Even
time!
better, dude.
Yeah. And throughout the fights, like I said,
Okay,
there's well over
okay.
100 fighters, and this is single brackets. What's up? Single elimination.
Is betting on the fights a possibility?
There are people
Or
doing
what
it, but
that-
it's never done in an official capacity.
Okay, then that's all Vol needed to know because he's not gonna do it then. If there was an official
Now,
capacity, sure, but if there's not,
There's plenty of fandom that kind of grows throughout the day as, you know, because Magic exists, the fighters that kind of emerge as favorites and continue to do well, Magic seamstresses kind of craft quick kind of like merch for these different fighters that are on the rise that have become fan favorites. And so that's one thing. Each one of you would have taken place in about 3 fights to get where you are. So I want you to roll 3 times. And this is not to say whether or not you won. This is just to say how impressed the crowd was with what you did and how you did it.
What do we
What's
roll?
the
this is
Maybe a
like-
performance, or
Oh yeah. I think.
I mean, I have a +0 on performance. So.
I have a -2, not performance.
Yeah, let's do performance.
No. Fuck you,
This is a
Mystic.
charisma thing. I was gonna do flat charisma. Would that be any better for you?
It'd be the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so it's fine.
I am not very impressive.
So give me 3 numbers. Just boom, boom, boom.
4, 18, 6.
Okay.
10, 18, 20.
Okay.
12, 11, 8.
Okay.
You got
so you are now a part of the, you know, we'll just stick with the moniker, the Elite 8. The Elite 8 warriors who have made it
Creme
through
de la
to what is
creme.
known as the creme de la creme, the semifinals of the centerpiece
quarterfinals.
of the Bright Swords. Yes, the quarterfinals of the centerpiece of the Bright Swords celebration on the 21st day of Elaine in Waterdeep. And each one of you has somewhat of a following. Specifically, Magdor and Yorven, you have a nice amount of people that kind of wear your merch. Like if you had colors, because these people come to you and they say, if we make merch for you,
Vol did better than all of us.
what colors do you want?
Just talking about you guys right now.
Okay.
The little people.
Oh, okay.
He's here for
The little
love.
people. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
What
Okay.
colors, what
Sorry.
colors would your merch be for all
Well,
3 of you?
My house colors are red and blue. So red and blue.
Okay.
Gray like an anvil.
Nice.
All right.
That's
What about
awesome.
you, Vol?
Like an icy blue and a white, like
Okay.
you know, the spine of the world, like the eyes.
So, actually, here we
Can
go.
I-
I need to do.
Can I role play really quick? It's gonna be really quick. My 3 fights and why people are super unimpressed.
Sure.
I go in, and in the first fight, I just beat the ever loving shit out of the dude like really quick, and it like boom, and it's like super unimpressive, and people are like, "Oh, cool." I mean, like, yeah, he fucked him up, I guess. And then the second fight, I'm like, "Oh, you know, I'll play it out a little bit," but it was too close, and you know, I won, and people loved it, but it was way too close. So the third fight, I just go back in and beat the shit out of the third guy again.
Okay.
I'm
So
like
for
that.
what it's worth, on a scale of 1 to 10, let me tell you who the competitors are real quick. We have our brackets set, but we have Yorven, who has a pretty solid following. Magdor, who similarly has a pretty solid following. You've actually been matched up against each other in the first round of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I
Nice.
figured with the 1 and a 2.
Yeah. Yep. The next one is a female druid. She's a turtle named Suo. She
Oh,
has
sick.
a pretty decent following as well, kind of equivalent with yours. who is going up against Cutlass, the Warforged Artificer, who is not very popular. He's very methodical and does not showboat. He's a fucking Warforged.
Right.
Next is Vol Nightwalker, Stormstriker Valnagoni, who ironically has one of the strongest followings in the entire competition. There's only one person that has gained more admiration from the crowds, and I'll get to them eventually. You are first going to be going up against Reka, the Aarakocra Swashbuckler.
Oh, dude, so sick.
And then we have Kamarium, the half-orc fighter, going who has like an okay following, going up against the most popular person. And I rolled 3d20s for each one of them for all 3 fights. For this person named, who's just going by the moniker Chainbreaker, who's a dragonborn barbarian.
Ooh, I'd be a fan of him too.
Ooh, I'm a fan. Sign me up.
Are you not entertained? Yeah.
Oh, you're not entertained.
So, I would say probably takes up until a little after, like middle of the afternoon to finish that first thing all the way up to the quarterfinals. You guys are given a bit of a break, time to relax, recuperate, and meet back after getting a solid meal, maybe, like a massage or something to just relax.
Len, I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm super hyped for this shit. This is like fucking legit.
We're not sleeping tonight, god damn it. We're finishing this fucking tournament.
All right.
It's a good thing we didn't have to use any spells in those first 3 fights.
Right, yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and take a little break then, in preparation for that, so I can get a map set up, so that we can see this, that we have imagery to go along with this super fucking dope competition. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Thanks everyone for being here. I know we had Sir and I think it's a lot of cool folks. Yeah. So we'll be
thanks
back.
everybody for fucking hanging out. Y'all are nice.
You're
Green-eyed.
super fucking cool.
Sir Uh-oh left, unfortunately.
That's
Yeah,
Sarah.
That's okay.
And that mystic guy.
Oh, what a tool.
Yeah, I'm such a piece of
No,
shit.
I was making that face because
Dumbass.
Phoenix has never done this before. He'll come and say hello to me, but he was like trying to get under my table. He's fallen asleep on the ground next to me.
Oh, what a sweet boy.
And I looked over at Sarah and I was like, did he do this on his own? She was like, yup. Anyway, we'll be back for some crazy Coliseum combat to find out who the champion of the Bright Swords in the year 1472.
72. Yeah, I knew that.
Bright Swords champion
Somehow.
1472. You get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Also, there is a magical item on the line. Whoever wins this gets an item.
Oh, now
that
you
has
tell
been
us?
magically
Now you tell us?
sealed in a golden chest that's got runes all over it. Anybody that has any sort of proficiency in Arcana that could see that it's totally fake. There's nothing keeping that box shut. It's just meant to look pretty. Anyway, yeah, we'll be right back.
You said there's toys. We can win toys.
A toy, Magdor.
Always ready.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome, me. We have friends here, and I love that friends are here to hang out. Let me make sure I get you guys some dope background noises.
I guess I have to open roll 20 now, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Did you change the screen, Glenn?
To what?
Because I've got stream up and it's still the another
Oh.
one's.
Yes, there it is. Thank you.
I got you.
I had the other one on so I could edit it earlier and get everything right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know.
Wait, that's jazz
No, a different.
or
jazz.
different jazz?
My
Okay.
Jasmine. Yeah.
Oh, your
Okay.
Jasmine. Oh. Ooh.
We have it is
Hello, Jazz.
it is a wet autumn day, and you guys can't hear this music, but everyone else will be able to, as it is rainy. So during this combat, there is bits of no, we're not gonna have wet, no rain. There we go. Is there still
Why
rain
not?
there? Because I don't want to have the rain during the other thing. What the heck? There's still rain. I turned the rain off. Oh, rain on the roof. There we go. Because I have another thing for you guys. Anyway.
Oh.
So yeah. So the first battle to take place as
Wait.
What?
Our characters are still on a break, right?
Yes, you
Like
are
a little. Okay. So I'm gonna go up to Magdor, be like, I don't like fighting you. This is the second time now. But
The first time was a dream.
suppose. No. I'm talking about the time that I blew you guys up.
Oh, right.
But I suppose that's a good thing, We could finally figure out who's better toe-to-toe, as it were.
I mean, it's all for fun.
Of course. I just,
And to win that toy.
that's the thing I was going to mention. I have never got in the way of a toy between you and a toy. And I feel a little frightened, I will say.
Don't go easy on me.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
I like the toy and all, but if you get it, I'm sure I could convince you to give it to me.
His
Probably.
pride wouldn't allow it as Vol passes by, heading to his competitor. But you guys finish.
But
Now, my question is, do we get breaks between the bouts? Is it just today?
I'm sure.
If I blow all my spells on you, are they gone?
I mean, if it.
Oh wait,
if
we
you
don't
can't
use
recover,
spells. That's right, we don't use spells.
we could use
Unless
shield.
they're defensive.
We can use shield. Right.
or buff.
Can somebody roll me a D120 and tell me the number?
I'd like to use shield at
I'll do
8th
it.
level, please.
Yeah, exactly. But I say,
36.
are any of the competitors? Did you watch any of them?
No, I was drinking.
You would, of course you were. Oh my goodness. I was watching a couple that made it up here. That swashbuckler. She seems.
Isn't that Vol's first fight?
Yes, she seems competent, I'll say the least.
I bet Vol's excited to fight her then.
And she flies.
We get aerial combat.
It's going to be interesting, I think. And,
am I
go
able to
ahead.
find my competitor, Glenn?
Are you able to what?
Am I able to find the person I'm going to be fighting? The
Rekka?
Cochrane swashbuckler? Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to approach him like, greetings, Vol. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And this Aarakocra specifically looks like a golden eagle.
Ooh.
So she is quite large. She is probably about very few people are as tall as you,
Yeah.
but like at very least, I think she's probably about 6'5", pretty
Yeah,
imposing.
which is large for
Good
an Aarakocra.
muscular
Yeah.
truck. Yeah, most Aarakocra are very wiry, and though she does
Yeah.
show that lengthy musculature. It is heftier than most Aarakocra that you've
Yeah.
seen. And she says, "What did you say to her again?"
Said, greetings, my name is Vol. I'm looking forward to our fight later.
And she gives a bow and she says, "Rhea, it's good to meet you."
And I'll return the bow back. It's good to meet you too. Out of curiosity, before we go any further, have we checked or have you checked? Because I didn't realize that I'd be facing up against somebody who could fly. If we'd be allowed to fly during the fight, because I think that would work out in both of our favor. It wouldn't be an
I
unfair
believe
advantage.
we have to stay within the bounds of the Colosseum itself.
Okay. Okay, it's not too bad.
If you touch the stands, you are automatically disqualified.
Okay. Okay.
Is
well, then I'm
telekinesis
excited
an offensive spell?
Then I'm excited to fight you later. I hope you enjoy the other fights.
I have heard that you come from seafaring folks. And I've seen your
the-
skills in practice. I see it in your movement and your footwork.
Yeah, this is a part of me that is new to me. Some of it new, some of it has always been a part of me.
All
with
in your
how,
fighting, I could see it. Tempest, she moves
Yeah.
within you.
I would hope in a good way, because all I'm trying to do is help people.
I hope
And
so
with a
as well.
toy.
Hush, Mactor. Don't mind him. But enjoy the rest of the fights, and I'm looking forward to ours.
As am I.
And I'll walk back to the idiots after I give her return her
The
back.
idiots.
All right,
Hey-
gentlemen,
hey,
who am I
Yovid,
rooting
Yovid.
for?
Hey, Yovid, I think Vol might fall in love on the battlefield.
Let's fucking hope.
What's that
Worthy
supposed to mean?
competitor. What? Oh, hi, Vol.
I've been trying to get you laid for the better part of a year, Vol.
As
I
you
mean,
see,
she's half
there's
beast. You love beast.
I'm pretty sure that's
As
some sort
racist
of,
as that is,
that's
he does have a
fetishizing
point.
a group of. I feel like that's fetishizing a group of people and reducing them to certain categories. I don't know if that's completely
Only half
appropriate, Magdor.
fetishizing.
Either way, who am I rooting for?
Who
Flip
do you
a
want to
coin.
root for?
I'm. Your vet, no offense, but I'm rooting for Magdor. You did kill my horse, and I'm gonna go stand behind Magdor.
And I actually laugh, like, for the first time, Orven laughs about that. And then he just... I'm glad it came back. If it didn't, I would be in such deep pains
Yeah,
of
then I would
sadness.
probably be Lord Malbrook at that point. Things I could have done. Don't hurt you. You boys don't hurt yourselves, please. I mean, hurt yourselves,
you-
obviously, but
have you
Hurt
seen
each other.
anybody on the other end of the bracket?
no. I'm gonna take it one fight at a time. I'm only
Um,
gonna look at what's in front of me. There's no point
I'm gonna-
focusing on things I can control.
Yeah,
I'm
it's similar
going
to other
to-
tournaments. There is actually a waiting room, like
Yeah.
where you guys probably would have met up with these other fighters. Where there's a Rhea's in the corner. She was meditating before she interacted with Vol for a moment, and she goes back to that. Suo, the turtle druid, is sitting in the corner, and she has several little mice on her hand scurrying about, and she's just
Oh, that's
chittering
cool.
back and forth with them.
Incredibly
Um,
charming.
Another corner, you have this imposing half-orc fighter who's probably pushing 8 feet tall, looks battle-scarred to craziness, and and then you similarly see a white dragonborn, kind of keeping to himself in the corner, just like munching on a bit of chicken that's been, there's some food left out, and he's eating some of it, just chilling there.
So sorry,
Yeah.
just purely technically for question, just to clarify, we're using all of our we're using the standard, our standard shit. We just can't
Mhm.
spells were limited,
Yeah.
correct? Fucking fine by me.
It
Um,
is in the context of the fighting. It is viewed as more pure the less magic you use.
Right.
The victories or the victory or the loss is viewed as more honorable. So the less magic used by either party, the more they gain favor from the crowd, as it is technically a martial competition.
Yovin,
So, that being said, then Vol is probably going to be fighting without the cloak of displacement.
Yovin, we
Yes.
both have shield. It's something we both use regularly.
Mhm.
You want a shake and not use it. Save it for maybe a future fight. Because I
I'll
think
look
if
'em
we
up and
both
down.
use it, it'd be fair.
All right. And I
Shake.
put my hand up. And
I have 3 inspiration points now. Can I use that during the fight?
yeah,
Is it magic?
Not during the Yorvin fight. If I
I'm
if
fine
I
with
beat
that.
him, then I'll,
Dude, if you want to
no,
beat
no.
me, baby. Come on. But I want to find out more about these competitors. So I'm gonna kind of like, can I roll like a history check or like a investigation check or something like that?
I
What-
mean, you could
to,
just
like-
talk to them.
Okay.
Unless you want to. I mean, did you want to deduce something from afar, or?
Well, I figure that I could, like, during our break, go enjoy the crowd and maybe listen to what they're saying about
Okay.
the other people, because, like, obviously, one of them has the most, like, followers or whatever for a reason, and then, like, all of them are more popular than me, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, and I think this is probably just a perception check as you kind of mingle around
Okay.
and listen.
I technically do have my shield on me, so I'm gonna roll with advantage. Oh my god, they're both terrible. A 2 and a 5 for an 11 total.
I think you're a little nervous about
roll
fighting Magdor there.
2d8.
Maybe.
Don't add them. Just tell me the separate numbers, please. 2d8 and individual numbers.
A 1 and an 8.
A 1 and an 8. You hear some rumors about yourself. People that didn't notice that you were around, because you're not the most popular, but like if someone sees you,
Yeah.
they know who you are. They've been at the tournament. Everyone goes to the fights.
Any water Davian knows who I am.
Yeah, and especially
basically.
now, you've taken over as one of the, for one of the better houses in Waterdeep as the the lord, the head lord, the patriarch of the household. And you hear some odd rumors that you own like weird things, like you only eat cabbage, that you're actually nocturnal.
All right.
Some things that are true that you hear about, how you were a part of the group of adventurers that helped return El Turel back to the Prime Material Plane. Not only that, you did a lot of work helping, to rebuild that community once it was returned.
Look, I'm curious. Like, this is out of pure bullshittery. I want to see what I hear now. Is that okay?
Okay.
I'm just
one more.
purely.
One more. There's one more. Because he heard about 2 people because of that check. So he heard about himself, and he heard about Chainbreaker. You heard that Chainbreaker and Rhea are actually members of the same crew. They had served together on a ship of. The rumor is they're known as good pirates. Like, they are there to help people. They sail up and down the Sword Coast and beyond, assisting people, and they were actually members of the same crew, which, to see 3 members of the same adventuring party and 2 members of the same crew in a quarterfinals of 8 is actually pretty magnificent, honestly. Odd for, that much skill to be located in 2
True battles.
Yeah. And, you hear that he is called Chainbreaker because of his what could be called philanthropic. He spends a lot of his time and resources seeking out illegal slavery chains and hunting them down and ending them, trying to help those, and he even then uses his own resources to help those people return to normalcy, find jobs, take care of them, give them houses, educate their children, that sort of thing. So people.
Damn,
speak
now I want
very
him to
highly of
win.
him. Yeah, they speak very highly of him. And the rumor has it, honestly, that he has moved on from that. He's left it in capable hands, and that he's kind of looking for what's next. And this competition is that for now.
You believe yourself to be a real pirate, are you? Yeah, someone that is really
Can I also go around and listen to all the whispers?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Sorry, I just had an idea for something else entirely. 19.
19? Yeah, go ahead and roll 4d8. And give me each individual number.
Want to hear about this druid?
I know, right?
Okay.
Who doesn't love
whenever you're
a
ready.
mouse person, you know? Or a mouse tamer.
5, 1, 4, 8.
5, 1, 4,
Okay.
8?
So,
Okay. So you
I
hear
hear
a
about
lot of
me,
the
your
same-
Ven.
You hear a lot of the same rumors about your Ven, a lot of which aren't true, some of which
Yeah.
are. You're able to discern that pretty easily.
All of which are humorous.
You hear very similar things about Chainbreaker, just really positive things.
Yeah.
He seems to be a good-hearted person. Yeah, some people have said they think he's a little slow, as he does seem deliberate and paced in his speech. But he is kind and wise. Maybe just not the smartest Dragonborn ever. And you hear, so we have 4. Oh, the Artificer. You've heard rumor that this Artificer, Cutlass, as he's known, is a Warforged Artificer, which is ironic because Artificers originally created the Warforged. So he himself, being created by them, apparently descended into that as his abilities blossom.
Propagation.
But it's been heard that he's actually from a different plane of existence. And you would
Whoa.
notice that he has a different styling to him than most Warforged you would see, which are relatively plain here. He has different filigree, even speaks a language that no one can recognize, and he says he's from a place called Eberron.
What do I hear about myself, Glenn?
5. You hear a lot of things.
I want to know all the
'Cause you
stupid
rolled a
shit. Like,
19.
I'm so ready.
You got the
Uh,
fangirls following behind you.
I've got my help of comprehend languages too,
It
sir.
is
I'll keep.
very hard for you to be places at this festival without people freaking out. So
Mhm.
you only hear things for a little bit of time, and then someone recognizes you, and despite your
Mhm.
best ability to hide, it's not. Anyway, but you hear things in bits, in snippets throughout the that morning or whatever those hour or two that you have, and only a few of them are bad. That you steal children from their beds, and
That has some basis.
That's not wholly untrue.
It's got some foundation.
you stole a child from a wagon. You don't steal children from beds.
I'm
you know,
okay, but like, there's just some vague basis.
Based on
that's
a
all I'm
true
saying.
story.
Based on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you also hear like overtly positive things that are definitely also not true. You hear things
Got a huge
about,
dick.
Yep. That's
Huge
what I was gonna
dick.
say. The size of your man parts has been, to your estimation, vastly overestimated. You're I'm sure he's fine, but like an
any
extra
any
leg,
holy celestial
you
being
know.
would be well done.
But yeah, and also you hear, so you hear, what was that was the one that I thought of. You don't actually have the color of skin that you have. You use
Okay.
a dye to keep it that color.
Interesting.
That's
And also, some people say that you're blind in your left eye, but you don't show it.
My turn.
Yeah, Magda,
If you're
what do
doing
you
them.
wanna listen, or do you
I've
want to talk
got
to
to.
these guys?
I'm sorry. I
I'm gonna
love like
listen.
Glenn. You built the most dynamic worlds for us, and I'm just always so interested. It's always so good.
I got a
I'm happy you
9.
enjoy yourself. You got a 9. Roll 1d8.
1d what?
1d8.
8.
8. You hear lots of good stuff about Chainbreaker. You guys all
Yep.
heard just glowing reviews. If he was an applicant to a job that you were the manager of,
That's all I could
give him
hear.
the job. Yeah.
He's just too
Just
popular.
Shane Baker. Yeah,
Didn't
he's
even
too
hear anything
popular.
about what do you think about me though? I just walk up to somebody.
And let me do this real fast. They go, I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm Magdor, Ball Breaker,
Magdor, stop.
Thunder Warrior.
Magdor,
No,
stop.
I just
Oh.
want to hear
I'm
about
gonna
me.
pull him away.
Vol and your Ven's friend.
Oh.
I'm walking away now. We didn't even need to.
And yeah, Vol, I imagine Vol's there like, come on. And he's like, Vol! Guys, Vol's here!
And then I'm gonna put my wings around us as we walk through.
To be fair, you are one of the most noticeable creatures here.
Yeah, I'm realizing now.
A Goliath with fucking angel wings.
You spawned a creation of paparazzi is what happened.
I'm gonna like corral Magdor back to your event and be like, I kind of want to talk to Chainbreaker after all of this.
Why is that?
I don't know.
He's
I
pretty
feel
cool.
like beyond that, what could a seasoned adventurer and traveler be looking for on the Sword Coast when they've already known the Sword Coast? Why not
That is a
travel
good
with us
question.
to further reach places?
Oh. Another companion.
Companion more so, like he just seems like such a he's dedicated his life to doing good. I'm not even concerned about having somebody to help us or fight or whatever. No, just give him a reason to travel. And what reason is there than just joining some friends on a journey? I
Maybe.
don't know. I'm just everything I've heard about it has always been good.
If we could
Let's
convince
kick
him,
his let's
let's
kick his ass
first.
first.
Yes.
All right.
we must assert dominance.
He's in my bracket, so this will fall to me, and this is how I will recruit him.
Sounds like a great plan.
So you want
need
to
to
go
get
talk?
past
You don't
Rhea
want to. You don't
first.
want to talk to him. You want to kick his ass.
We want to kick his ass.
And then we'll
first.
talk to him.
Okay. So Yorven and Magdor. The
Let's go, baby.
time comes,
Let's go.
As you are beckoned to the entrance.
I'm
And
going
the,
to be I'm going to be the second for both of them. You're gonna see me going back and forth, just like fucking giving them pep talks and shit, and I'm gonna do it equally for both.
Okay.
That's just the visual you're gonna see of winged
It's like
creatures
we're
just running
standing right
around.
next to each other, and you're just talking forward. This guy's a bitch. You got him. Like to no one in particular. It's like he's so fucking short. You could just hit him, and then you're like, he's so tall. He's so easy to hit. You're like back and forth. It's just
Awesome. That's what that is. Great. So I'm going to pull up Roll20, which I already have on the stream. Let me move the players thing to it so you guys can see. But I would love to have you guys place yourselves on opposite sides, left and right. Bring
it's
your
an
characters in.
arena.
It's an arena. And sitting up in the area up here are some familiar faces. The Blackstaff, Vajra, your buddy Elminster sitting at her side in his formal military regalia, and another person that you did not expect to see at this place. And his name is Brandon. Just sitting next to the Blackstaff and hanging out with Elminster.
Honestly, not even surprised. Genuinely, like I wish, like
Oh.
this is not surprising at this point.
I didn't resize the windows for no things on this one, so give me a second. Okay. All right. So everybody, thank you for being patient with me. We had to get rid of...
Maybe we're being patient with our bullshittery.
It's just mostly my bullshittery. I'm not even gonna put that on you
Well,
guys.
Well, no, like we delayed the fight.
Brandon, what the
so
hell are you
long
doing
because
here?
We wanted to.
Oh, just here for I want to watch you guys fight. I saw your names on the docket and called in a favor.
Why are you sitting there?
Old friends.
He said he
You're-
didn't know
you're-
you.
Yorvin, I'm not surprised.
He did.
Who said? he didn't know
Elminster
me?
said he didn't know you.
and he says, "You son of a bitch!" And he just runs over.
Elminster is just laughing.
Anime style, you
I-
see them like start fighting in a cloud that comes up.
I was trying to clear my throat when you said that, and I almost died.
You son of a
You
bitch!
son of a bitch!
All right, yeah, I'm almost done sizing. Oh, that's cool. I put you over the
Brandon-
battle map, Brandon, and you are like, because of the green screen, you're like greened out. You're just in the map.
Nice. So I feel like Brandon is Elminster's younger brother.
God damn it, it is now.
How did you know? They'll never know. Okay, wait. Almost done. La la la.
I also, even though I'm in a fantasy setting with, magical clothing and all this kind of stuff, I always imagine Brandon is like, remember the old guy from Emperor's New Groove? Don't
The
throw off the groove.
Yeah, with the crane.
Yeah, he's
Cane.
wearing his hat and is bodily formed very similarly to that old man, with a long beard, and he has a white beater with like mustard on it, and then some like blue shorts, and
He's
then
just Master Roshi.
Crocs. He's wearing Crocs.
He's Master Roshi.
That's what from day one I've imagined Brandon as.
Yeah.
I've imagined him as a human who looks like a gnome.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
That's great.
Awesome. Great. So we've got everybody up. Perfect. Everybody can see what you're doing. We're wonderful. Everything's great. And I can stay here. Cool. Because I don't have to do anything in this combat. I just tell you
Neither
who's
do I.
going. Yorven and Magdor, roll your initiative as the battle begins.
All right.
And we are going to, I'm going to track health on my side too. If that's okay, because I need to do something.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a 5.
5.
Great start for me.
What'd you get?
12.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is higher. Let me go ahead and turn this on. You guys can't hear it, but it's banging battle music is what it is. All right, that's too loud, I think, still. Stop being so loud. There we go. Oh, that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise a fucking stand, get the fuck up,
Get the
and
fuck
put your
up!
put your hands
Let's
put your hands over your
go!
heart and pledge allegiance to Waterdeep as we welcome our first contenders for our first semifinal fight, quarterfinal fight.
Finals!
In one corner we have the young Eurovan Lord Malbrook, in the other corner this fucking dwarf, I guess. I don't know. Fight.
Fight!
Yeah. I throw my
Oh,
hammer.
water deep, oh water deep, your waves of emerald
I throw my
be.
hammer at him as he's singing. Wait, how close?
wait.
How close am I?
You gotta get to 30 feet. You always
I know.
do this.
What?
He's got a 30,
What?
60 feet, 30 foot
Oh, right.
effective
is
range.
it
thought it was
30,
2060.
60? I was gonna say I don't think it's 30-60.
Is it 2060?
Let me double
I think
check.
it's 2060.
Oh, it's 2060 or 3090. So yeah, if it's
Yeah, 2060.
uh-oh, that means you are attacking with disadvantage because you are 30 feet away.
Unless I move 5 more feet closer.
Then you'll be 25 feet away.
This is as close as I can move.
Okay.
I'm going to attack him 3 times. Because I
Do
can
it.
do that now.
Oh yeah. Nice.
You said they're all with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Alright. First one from the Dwarven Thrower. Does a 21 hit?
No.
No, it does not.
Oh, alright. The first one was a crit, so I'm pissed. If I had came out with the crits blazing.
So that hits, but it doesn't do critical damage.
Oh no.
No, it was with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, God.
I was
that's
saying
what
the
you meant.
first
if you were
Okay,
rolling
I'm
with
sorry.
advantage, you would have been
I
taking a higher
misunderstood.
number. Yeah.
All right, the second one. Does a 21 hit?
Nope.
And the third one. Ooh. Does a 26 hit?
Shield. No, just kidding. No. Go
Ah!
ahead. It does hit. It does hit.
All right. How many hit points do you guys
It's-
have too? By the way.
146.
Okay.
Your event, how many hit points do you have?
137.
And if it's okay with you, Mr. Dungeon Master, at the end of each of their turns, I'll make some, like, as Vol, some kind of, like, so in this case, like, Magro, you really need to aim better. How do you expect to literally just aim better?
I thought about using my deity power or my blessing power to not miss. But if we're not using shield, I don't want to use that.
So
You took 8 damage.
I took 8 damage. So at the end
plus-
of your turn.
Oh, you're not done yet. I forgot I have to roll everything.
Go
It's
ahead,
been a
go
while
ahead.
since we've been in combat. Plus so 13 magic bludgeoning
Okay.
and 6 fire, which
So plus 19.
well, you take half fire, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 16.
So 16.
16 total. Another 16 damage on top of the 8.
No, just 16.
Oh, so 8 more damage. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I forgot I have like a whole bunch of damage things to roll. I'm just excited.
Hey, you're fine. You're fine. It is dope. We get to fight each other. I need to put on some battle music for myself. So is that the end of your turn, sir?
That is the end. I'm going to end my
So-
turn by saying, can you hit my hammer next time?
So at the end of your turn, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Shield, which my AC will go up right now, but it won't
You can
affect
only cast it
anything
as a
until the
reaction
start.
to taking damage. It's a prerequisite when you take damage or when you're hit by an attack. So you have to do it when you're hit by an attack or not at all.
Nope. It's not a it's a reaction, but it's just
When
an
you are
invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack. You there's a triggering. Oh yeah,
This
no.
is including, though.
Yeah.
Including against that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
casting time
Oh,
is...
sorry, the casting time. Damn it. Shit. How am I gonna get this out then? I
It's
need
because
to
he wants
get-
to get 10 hit points from casting an abjuration spell.
Yes, sir.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, sir.
I would say Magdor was smart enough to realize that, and, that's why he said the no shield thing, but I honestly had no clue, so...
Of course,
Do I have another abjuration spell?
Fire shield. That would consume your action. You're looking for a reaction. Sorry, I've been drinking, so I'm just gonna sit
Get
here.
up to the stand. Vol, get out of the battle here. I'm going to push him away.
I'm muting my
We're
mic.
fighting here, Vol. Go fly back.
I have a plan. Okay, cool.
Oh, it should also be noted that our theme song was written by Revelries. If you want to check them out, I always forget to say that. And our music and sound effects are provided by Sirenscape.
All right.
And if you're looking for a new mobile game, check out Raid Shadow Legend.
So, when I begin my turn, I will look at my sword and I say, "Help me out here," and have it cast haste on me.
Which sword?
And the Doomslayer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it is going to cast haste on me,
Does that take my turn?
It is still an action for the casting cost. You don't have to
Okay,
pay
cool.
to cast it, but it still takes
Right.
the action.
Okay. So then I will. Oh fuck! I have a psionic recovery die
You do.
and psionic strike. So I will then use my secondary attack action. I'm gonna run over to Magdor
Secondary
And,
attack action.
from having haste.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
So I am hasted, which means my AC is
Oh,
higher too,
fuck.
correct?
And you have movement speed that's higher, yeah.
Since I
Yeah.
forgot, I'm just gonna say Mini Magdor is next to me.
Oh, right.
yeah. He's there.
And my owl is on the thing, so he's gonna swoop down and give me advantage.
Doesn't that
Uh,
cost
Which
any
you-
action economy? I think
What? No.
It takes even
He's
rangers.
he's
have to
alive.
I know, but even rangers have to bonus action for a command.
It's a bonus action.
It's not a bonus action.
If it acts like the Find Familiar spell. Otherwise, they just defend themselves.
Oh, I see. Where's Find Familiar?
In combat, it rolls its initiative but acts on its own turn. Can't attack but take other actions. As an action, you can dismiss them.
Yeah, so I could give a verbal command, basically, or communicate telepathically for 6 seconds.
What?
Yeah, it's always worked like that.
I've just never heard of been able to. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it's an action to summon him and all that, but I have him with me. It's like Magdor's bud is with him.
Huh. Okay.
So he will do a swoopy. I could make it start next turn, if you want me to.
Well, no worries, because my Steel Defender is gonna give you disadvantage, so it'll be just a normal attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does it have to be an
Perfect.
attack made within 5 feet of you, though? Or is it just all attacks?
It's
On the melee attack. Or,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Are you
Oh,
melee?
Yeah, 'cause you're meleeing, yeah. I was thinking
Yeah.
the bird was attacking, so you goosey.
No. So fine then. Aesthetically, then our defender
Yeah,
and
the
our
two
bird
companions are
like,
fighting.
going back and forth and attacking each other, and so we just have normal.
Magdor's just swatting
That's
at
awesome.
Mini Magdor.
It's actually sick as hell. Okay, so regular attack with the Doomslayer sword. First time
Are
I've
you
used
gonna
it.
steal my soul? Does
That
that negate the
is-
contract?
What? That's bullshit. It landed on 13. I rolled a natural 1. So now
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. Isn't there a thing about summoning hell demons or something when you roll initiative?
When you roll initiative?
oh yeah. Do they attack me?
Yeah.
So I'm just stating what I remember from the sword. Glenn, I'll let you
For
decide.
what
I'm
it's-
not.
And for what it's worth, if you guys are gonna have the familiars in combat and you want them to do things, we need to have them roll their own initiative. Because you can. you know-
Mine
I thought-
shares my
I
initiative.
thought
count.
just aesthetically it
shares
was
your-
just going to
yours
be
shares-
them attacking each other
Or
for
you're just
fun.
gonna
Yeah.
have them do that. That's so they're just gonna exist then, and you're gonna
Yeah.
not
But-
deal with them.
His familiar does need rolled. My Steel Defender shares mine.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. So it'll
Um,
just act on its turn. Basically, it'll have a turn where it acts
Okay, so
following your command.
roll 3d6 for each 6 summon an appropriately challenging fiend.
Oh
So-
shit!
It has to be 3d6s. Please
If you
just don't
three
roll any.
sixes-
Huh?
Oh, for every 6.
Yeah. No 6s.
Whew,
No
I was
sixes!
expecting a 666.
I was kind of too. That would be fucking terrible.
I was gonna intervene on your behalf if that helps. I was gonna like,
Gotcha.
you guys must fight. I will take care of it.
But a 13 won't hit.
Yeah, 13 definitely will not hit.
Well, one.
I need to remember what haste does for me.
I think it's 10 feet
I
of
also-
extra movement, a +2 to AC, and an extra haste action.
Okay. So yeah,
I
plus
think-
2 to AC is the
And
main
haste
one.
action is limited to certain things, but
And I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
yeah,
Oh boy.
Uh,
because he was already fast. Now he's 10 feet faster.
yeah.
You could just run around.
I could
fast
literally,
fast as fuck, boy.
if I touch the stands, I lose, right?
If you go over the wall into the stands,
Damn.
the wall is fair game, but
All right, we're good. That's my turn. Now that I know what I'm doing.
He's within 20 feet. Can I throw my hammer?
now he's too close.
I know. That was the joke. I'm going to throw it
But
anyway.
technically, because you have
Disadvantage.
Well, technically, because you have negating forms of advantage and disadvantage from your familiars, a ranged attack wouldn't have disadvantage because it already
Oh, right.
had disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
And
do
now-
that, though. Let me, Mystic, do you think that's unfair or for this kind of situation?
Does it deal more damage?
It'll deal 1d8 more.
That's, you know.
Technically,
You know what?
it's
He's
just
close
I
a-
don't think it's
Magdor-
unfair, but if you
Magdor would just smash him.
if you leave and then come back, kind of thing, you know, like, and I get
Yeah,
an opportunity attack.
Oh, no, you didn't use reaction. That's right.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have Sentinel.
Let's go. Let's go. It's okay.
Yeah,
do whatever
yeah.
you want to
So-
do.
No,
Do
I'm just
whatever you
gonna.
wanna
I'm
do.
gonna. Huh?
Yeah, do what you want to do.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
smack him with the dwarven thrower.
Smack me.
3 times.
So get back
Give me a little
with a normal
smacky.
attack. 16,
No.
and then whelm
Sure.
27.
That does hit.
For 7 normal damage and 3 fire damage.
Reduced to 1.
Yep. And then
did you did you say Hellish Rebuke was okay?
It's very, very, very magic-y. It's
Okay.
just like a tiny fireball. So, I mean, you could, but, like, it's just less honor
Frowned
is
upon.
bestowed, you know?
I will
As
say,
martial as possible. So, nothing
if you can make it secret,
really,
roll
but
stealth.
Nah, it's fine. ahead.
And then dwarven thrower's coming back for the follow-up. And 13.
Does not hit.
Well then, my rolls have been
Are you
terrible.
guys rolling ones and calling them 13s?
That was a 2.
Okay, good. I was like, because a 1 is just a 1. There's no
No,
modifiers.
if,
just like
if it was
20 is
1,
just
I
a
would
20.
tell you.
Okay, good, good.
The other one was 6. I gotta look
Okay.
it back up.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
5.
5, yeah. Sweet.
And,
you guys
so,
slapping back and
can
forth.
you-
And
can
you're
you-
the only one that's dealt damage, right? So far.
No, yeah, he's taken what 10 damage,
24?
12 damage.
No, 24 damage.
No, I'm 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I'm gonna say, can
You
you
fucked me up a little
take like 5 steps back so I can throw this?
Kick his ass, Magdor.
Maybe that'll end my turn.
Okay.
And I just say, "Oh, Magdor," and then attack him 3 times. One's a natural 20.
Nice, just normal hit though.
One's a 23,
That'll hit.
and one is a 30.
Those all 3 will hit.
So no extra damage from the crits, unfortunately, but it does
Right.
automatically hit.
1,
Now you know how I feel.
2, 3. So that's 45 damage.
Ow.
And I say, "Your turn, buddy." That's
I'm gonna
without a
get-
crit. That's without a
gonna-
crit.
I'm gonna bend over, call an ambulance, and then I'm gonna bring.
But not for me.
As I bring
What?
as I bring it over.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Yeah,
What did you
it's
say?
smack him right. Call an ambulance, but not for me. And then the Dwarven comes up and hits him. I'm gonna roll all the hits real quick. So 27
That hits.
for 21
That does not hit.
I lost
and a 29.
That hits.
So let me roll 2. So for a total of 22 magic bludgeoning and 11 fire. And I just want to say, as I bring the uppercut of the dwarven thrower up, I throw it aesthetically, and so it just goes up and then comes back down. Doesn't hit him on the return. Actually, it does, yeah, because I hit him twice, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to attack twice.
Okay.
I say, Magdor, you still got a hell of an arm. I thought holding that baby would have softened you up a bit. Oh, I actually didn't use, something that I could have used. I'm going to use my bonus action to take a second wind. That is a 13, so I gain 13 health.
Nice.
And then I will strike you 3 times.
3.
1. The first is a natural 1. Fuck me. A second is a 19. That does not hit. The third is a 25.
That will hit. If I had shield, I would use it, but... Or, you know what I mean.
So that is 14 points of damage, but I will also use one of my psionic power die and deal 1d8 plus 5 additional damage of force damage. So that is 12 more damage. So a total of 26 damage.
All right. What are the hit point totals that both of you have currently?
99.
75.
You have what?
75.
99.
99?
Yeah.
How do you think?
Because he dealt 4 fire damage and 7 fire damage. First 4,
And
the
then
4
22
was...
bludgeoning?
Yeah, and 22 bludgeoning.
I have you down at
Well-
86.
I
And
just healed for 13 from
Oh
my,
God.
short
Yep,
from my
Yep. I'm the worst. And then 75, right? I'm the worst.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm the worst.
No.
Cool.
It is your turn, sir.
I didn't want to use Warden against you, but I might have to, and then I'm just going to hit him 3 times. 18. 16. 17. Let's go.
Can you roll like this against me, please?
No,
Meh.
fuck you, Glenn. This has happened our last fight too. I remember I missed like every attack. Hold on, and I'm gonna walk around him, pick up my hammers, and then walk back in front of him.
I got you. Go ahead. Get your weapons. No,
Thank you,
fine.
thank you.
fine.
All right, and I'm gonna.
You believe in
take back the weapon.
sportsmanship here in Waterdeep, do you not?
We're the heroes of Ultra.
Here's the
Fuck, was my megaphone on that whole time?
No,
Good.
I don't think so.
All right, your turn,
This is
Yovin.
what I was trying to say.
I want to expend
That's
one of my
cool.
psionic energy die on one of your attacks. Or fuck! Oh, you didn't hit me with an attack that
No,
time.
I didn't hit you.
Never mind.
No need to rub it in,
I need to
Mystic.
drink more.
Oh, I'm gonna rub it in. Alright, I'm going to use
That'll turn to for the
My
worst.
3 attacks. That's a 30. That is a 19. That does not hit. And that is another natural 20.
Can
So I
we
hit you
switch our
twice.
dice rolls?
Well, the 20 doesn't get anything extra, which is you guys with your
No.
mythical.
I'm gonna
but-
roll a fake. I'm gonna roll a fake roll right now because it automatically rolled it as a natural 20. Okay, so I deal. Double sixes. Okay, so a 19 and a 16, plus my psionic energy die.
Wait,
for another
19
1d8
damage
plus
from
5.
one hit?
What?
Wait. 19 damage from one hit?
Yeah. I rolled 2 6s.
Oh, because that's right. You're using the greatsword now, so it's
Yeah.
2d6 plus.
7.
Yeah,
So
you deal a
please,
lot more
Glenn, in
damage
the
in
future,
melee now, Yorvin.
Direct all of your damage dealing monsters towards Yorvin Malbrook,
I
please.
do, but they can't ever hit him.
30,
Plus
35 plus 7 is 42 damage. And then I'm gonna action surge.
How can you attack 3 times and action surge? Get out
And then I
of
get to
here.
attack
Extra attack.
2 more
haste
times.
Attack.
2 more times,
Yeah, so
right?
you
Not
get 2 more.
3?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So another 2.
You're like fucking Justin.
21 to hit, and a
That won't
24 to hit.
The 24 will.
Okay.
I think we
Oh.
have the same AC at 22.
Yeah. Well, I
We
have
all have
24 now
AC.
because of haste.
Right.
It's a pace.
But and an additional 10 damage. 10 points of damage, sir.
Okay,
Your turn.
I'm going to. Oh no, I don't want to do
You're gonna
that.
see. You're
Never
gonna see
mind.
Vol shift over from like Magdor's side to your event side. Let's go, your event. Let's fucking.
Good
Oh.
thing they
Hey,
don't
guys.
have betting, Hubble. And I'm gonna smack
truly
your
s-
event 3 times.
And it's not that you're missing me. I'm just like dodging. You know,
no,
like,
yeah. I'm
like,
trying to
we're
hit you.
going
I'm
back and
giving it
forth.
my best.
Yeah.
Can you bend down? You're a little too tall for me. I smacked the first one, and you just open your legs up, and it just smacks between your legs. I rolled a 15. But then I bring it right back up, and
as I
smash you right,
bow mockingly to you.
right, and smash you right in the jaw,
Nice.
and then throw my hammer up in the air and try to bring it back and just drop.
Okay,
And
so
go-
that one
go
I
pick it
will spend a psionic die to reduce it by
Mm-hmm.
1d8 plus 5.
All right, let me roll damage here.
Let him have. Let the man have something.
14.
Okay. So it
then-
reduced it by 11, so I take
And
3.
then 6 fire.
So a
Take
total of
6.
6 damage. This is literally the entire point of my character. Is to be able to 1v1 the toughest fuckers around.
All right, it's your turn.
All right.
Please miss all of it, Yovid.
I'll try my best. And then I just fucking overhead strike you right in the head. Oh, with a 15. Oh,
Thank
a
you.
20
Thank you.
and a 27.
All right, the 27 will hit.
Okay. 2 ones, no! For 9 total damage. Plus
As I'm-
a 1d8 psionic die.
That's 5.
That is an 8, so 13 additional damage.
Don't say anything, Glenn. Don't say anything. All right, as I'm coughing up blood. So, are you hasted? I thought we weren't casting spells.
Only defensive spells.
And I'm going to smack you 3 times.
And technically I didn't cast it. As I'm like looking up.
The first one was 30.
That hits.
These are desperation hits. You're just letting me hit you at this point. The second one is a guaranteed hit.
Oh,
I
guaranteed
rolled a
hit.
2,
Okay.
but I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost dead. I gotta use it.
Right.
And then the third one is the exact same roll. Hooray! So 2 hits.
So 2 hits. Nice.
Brandon,
I
what's
can't
going
do it.
on?
I don't know. So it's gonna be 20
You're
magic
me
bludgeoning
playing
damage.
TFT, man. What the hell is
So
going
I'll
on?
reduce the first one by 7, so that's 13 magical bludgeoning.
And then 13 fire.
What are the individual ones? The
Oh, 8 and
individual-
5.
So 4 and 2.
And then I'm going to use my movement to fall onto the ground.
To fall onto the ground.
Like
Do you-
I hit you with the hammer, hit you with the hammer, hit you with the hammer, and fell, or missed and fell.
Do you yield, my friend?
Never.
So I'll take 5 strikes at him on the ground, technically with advantage, but also not.
Why
Or,
5?
3. Sorry, 3.
Okay, cool.
So damn, don't kill
I
me.
thought to
Three,
last.
sir, 3.
Oh.
Nothing.
27.
Oh.
I only hit you once.
All right, roll the damage.
18
Hey, I'm
total
down. I
damage.
had 1
You're
HP.
down. You had 1 HP, literally. Yes, dude.
That's why I told Glenn not to say anything.
You saw me like,
So,
I
like-
stood in and went, and he goes, "Don't say anything." And I was like,
Yeah. I thought you were unconscious and you were gonna like do something funny. That's awesome. So
No, you hit me and you just don't see me move anymore.
and then I go down for the 3rd strike and I'm like, oh, I think he's down, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'll roll you over and I'll make sure you're wearing your
Yeah, I am. Amulet of the Drunkard.
yeah, and then I'll take your jug of alchemy and like pour some in your
What a
mouth.
match, ladies and gentlemen! Fantastic job by our resident Lord Yorvin!
You cut out there.
Ooh, max heal.
yeah, and the crowd just erupts,
Nice.
cheering for you. They
And then
keep bringing
I help
people out
Magdor
to-
up and
Oh, you fed him. Okay, yeah.
All right,
There's some
buddy.
people coming out
I'm
that are checking on
I'm
you
healthy.
and they're
Let's
helping you.
fight. No, and I go. I
As the
take
nurses
out my
are
hand.
kind of
so-
ushering you away. They're ushering you away. They're still going to take care of you and clean you up.
I'm holding my hand out to your
Yeah.
fan, like trying to fight against the nurses. You gotta shake.
Oh, they let you go.
And I like stumble forward into your hand.
Shake his damn hand, Yorvin.
I didn't. It kind of kept breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I thought you were
Good
just
fight.
mimicking you being drunk as fuck or something.
No, no.
But I shake his hand. I take my glove off and shake his hand.
You definitely are great at 1v1s. And I'm gonna
It's what I do.
kind of collapse into the nurses. Drag me away.
Yep. Into a
I
recovery room where you lay
telekinetically
down.
like move him along the side of the nurse into the bed. You know? Do I even actually? I don't even think I have the ring of telekinesis on. Oh yeah, no, I do. Yeah, we get you.
Following your match, you guys are able to watch if you want as Suo the Turtle Druid fights against Cutlass the Warforged Artificer. And in an upset, a massive upset, people really favored Cutlass in this fight. But
That's fucking nature
the
for
mouse
you.
turtle won. So Suo will be your next matchup, Yorvan.
I do want to say for our match in favor of Yorvin mostly at this point, like our fight was just hammers and swords nonstop. Like there was no downtime. We're just hitting each other, missing and dodging out of the way. Well, Yorvin
Well,
was
you're-
dodging
you're-
out of the way.
Well, your
Um,
familiars are doing the same thing.
Right. Yeah. The familiars. The bird comes and swoops down and tries to grab Magdor. And Mini Magdor like swats at it, tries to grab it. And one time he manages to get it by a wing, but it pecks him in the eye and he
Yeah.
lets it go. And
It's just
Yeah.
a tiny version
back and forth.
of Godzilla versus Mothra.
right.
Or King Ghidorah.
That's so funny. It's like, "Arr!"
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Vol has King Ghidorah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you all are familiars. And then after they are able to clean up, because honestly, it was not even that close. Suo won handily, to everyone's surprise. And Vol, you are paired off with Rhea, who is not superbly popular, but has been seen to have very good technical skill. As she meets you in the Coliseum hallway that leads out as they're about ready to announce you.
May the deftiest win. Is that the word? The acrobat.
Until the end of this fight, you're my enemy. Do not speak to me.
Absolutely. Oh. And then I'll just stand there in silence until we're announced.
All right, and they announce it.
And next up in the arena, the one you love, the one you hate, the one you love to hate. It's Rhea!
And she makes her way out. I have no idea what that sounds like, by the way.
It sounds good, but I don't know, for some reason
I
you're
think because
clipping
of
out
video-
on your
if you have
Oh,
any
is
video
it clipping?
broadcast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we won't worry about it. NVIDIA Broadcast isn't my source. It's a direct line from my stream, or my GoXLR. Anyway, I won't do it again. But yeah, and then next they're like, he's the gray, mysterious man. He's the tallest giant you've ever seen that's not actually a giant. He destroys his foe with great swiftness and speed. For some reason, Fat Bastard is now your...
Dude, that's great.
It's the guy who steals babies. Vol,
Hide your kids, hide
Striker,
your wife.
Valnugone. And then they
And-
shoot out.
Yeah, and this is probably like in comparison to the other fights, Vol was probably putting on a show, not like trying to showboat that he was better than his opponents, but like it was a beautiful, like it was just like, oh, light work, whatever, cool. I eat these chumps, like, I grew up on these kinds of encounters. But for this one, given that encounter with Rhea in the tunnel, he's Vol's coming out stone faced, serious, and he's looking at, the fucking typical 1,000-yard stare, looking at something else in the distance as he comes out, and this time he's gonna be the one to bow first. Whether Rhea returns the bow or not, he's gonna bow.
She gives you a curt nod in response.
Sick. I'm excited to see me fucking fail. Let's do this.
All right.
So
Go ahead and roll initiative as I pull something up.
Because this will adjust how I play. Is it a known thing to our characters that there will be like some sort of mechanical short rest?
Yes.
Good. Then I can go all out. Because all the fighter shit comes back on a short rest.
You know that in about an hour you can regain the ability to do certain things. Yeah. And also, she's wielding kind of like in a southpaw style. She has a reversed, or she's got like a dagger and a cutlass.
Okay. 22.
I forgot that I have to actually roll. Unfortunately, you get to go first.
I'm gonna go full sword out, shield out. He's gonna do like a,
Oh, let's pull our things up here. Let's get our characters in here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get the fuck out of the arena, boys.
I need to pull a... I'm just gonna use a bird thing because I'm sure it'll be free. I don't know how to spell Aarakocra either.
It's AAR something.
Cock. Ruh.
There's cock in there. That much I know.
So anybody needs to know, I think.
Yeah.
I...
Also, please get yourselves out of the arena. Thank you. All
We're so chilled
non-combatants,
out here.
please exit the arena immediately.
Please exit
please.
the arena.
I thought you could just get rid of me.
I don't
But
have.
we're in the
I don't have
stands.
that capability. Yeah.
We're in the
For some
stands.
reason I
We're
skipped.
watching.
Oh, awesome.
Backdoor. I got out of your way for your fight. No,
I'm in the hospital.
No, your token is still in the fucking stadium.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My bad. Oh wait, hold on. Let me
Is that a good starting point there, Glenn?
Yes. I'm just using a bird because
Fine.
Aarakocra doesn't
Yep.
have any free assets, and it's
Yep.
gonna be that.
Sure.
Terrible. She's gonna start right there.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, you go first.
I'm gonna go on this split squat. So like down on one knee. And from that position, I'm gonna take off and fly right at her. Just shoot right at her. I can fly, I think, 90 feet. I need to turn down this music. So right up there. Bonus action, giant might. So I'm growing in size as I'm flying towards her. Leaving like a fucking trail of fucking dust clouds behind me with how fast I'm going. I'm swiping twice. First attack coming in is a 29.
That'll hit.
Second attack coming in is a 14.
14 does not hit.
Hit. 13, and then I rolled 2d6. So 13 magical piercing, 3 cold damage. So 16 magical piercing, 3 cold damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's it for my turn.
Awesome.
Let's go! I'm like magically projecting my voice with thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. She was able to parry one of your attacks, right? Obviously. But this time she kind of just like, it's a flurry of attacks. And they are...
Would one say it's a flurry of blows?
No, because she's not a monk. Otherwise, I would say yes, 100%. So, in order, we have 24 to hit,
Hits.
30 to hit,
Hits.
and... Oh, that one's lower. I thought I was going in ascending order. 28.
20 doesn't hit.
28.
28 will hit.
Jesus
That's what
God.
heard to me.
So this is...
I'm just gonna
there's
tell you
no
now, I'm
elemental
gonna
damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance to reduce the reaction of
All right,
one of
I
them.
will give you the damage per attack. That's
Sure. These are all good. Fuck off. God fucking damn it, you.
That's 17 piercing damage on the first hit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll reduce
Sorry,
that by 4.
it is
so that's
magical
13.
piercing, by the way.
Fine.
Fine.
Doesn't make a difference. I mean, it doesn't make a difference either way, so...
Yeah. It's just for the purposes of resistance. I know you guys have a lot of them, but... the next one is... 10 piercing damage.
Yeah.
And the last one from the dagger is 11 piercing damage.
Yep.
As she just
I'm
pop, pop,
almost-
pop, pop, lots of, you know, I guess I said it's a swashbuckler, so yeah, it's a cutlass, so it's slicing instead of piercing. So piercing, and then the dagger is piercing. But she just kind of, she has a bit of a smile, like an upturn at the edge of her beak, a little bit of a smile at the end of that as she knows she's done some damage. And it is your turn.
Hang on. I'm trying to find my master list of all my attacks. Oh, there it is. I found it. I have a master list of all my attacks. I'm
Your
gonna use my
black
bonus
book.
action.
And an Excel sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop my heal rune, so I have resistance to all of her attacks. And then I'm gonna go at it again. I'm gonna attack her twice. I'm gonna use my inspiration point on the first attack for advantage. Gotta be fist fucking me.
I mean,
I hate this game. 15.
Misses.
$17.
Misses.
That's it.
And she says, "What's wrong? Something got your tail? Do you have tails?"
I was just thinking of a baby. No, no tail.
Okay. And then she keeps fighting. We've got... Lowest is a 27.
Okay, and then it all hits. Separate, please.
All right, so the first attack is 17 slashing damage.
Reduced to 8. Okay.
Okay, second attack is 11 slashing damage.
Reduced to 5.
Mm-hmm. 5. And then the last one is 8.
Use the
Piercing
4.
damage.
God, the fucking hill rune is so good, dude. It is so
Yeah.
sick. I
Yeah, it's
love
just
it so
resisting
much.
to all bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's so great. I'm gonna use my bonus action. That's it, right? My turn. I'm gonna use my bonus action for second wind. Come on, give me something, game. Give me something. Give me one good roll. I can survive this. 3 plus 8, that gives me 11 back, so which puts me at 60, which is fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking. I can't really do much else. 31,
31 hits.
27.
27 hits.
Okay, here's where I pull out the master list. Okay, so I don't get sneak attack, but I do get giant smite and I get colossus slayer.
Wait, aren't you
so-
a swashbuckler?
But I'm not level 3 yet.
Oh.
So 38 magical piercing. Plus 6 cold damage.
Okay.
Wrong, you doing okay over there, bud?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
There's just the two of us right here, right now.
What do we say
This
to
is-
the god of death?
Do not say. And then I'm gonna fly up. As I say, let's make this beautiful. And I'm gonna fly straight up.
She's gonna hit you.
That's fine. 60 feet. I'm going. No, I think the Aarakocra fly. I'm gonna metagame a little bit here. I think it's like 40 feet, so I'm gonna fly up 30 feet.
Do you have mithril armor?
Nope, just give me the crit damage. It's fine.
That's adamantine.
Oh, that's good. Oh, even better. It's minimum damage for a crit, which is 9.
Nice. So
You
that's
have the
4
4.
for me.
Yeah, she nips
Also,
your
this is the
foot on
third
the way
crit
up.
since we started counting in the last 2 encounters. This is the third crit you've hit on me. Yep. Yeah, and I'm gonna fly up to 30 feet.
Awesome. She flies up, immediately following, swinging furiously in tow, as you did some damn good damage.
When I hit, I can do damage.
Well, we have a natural 1, and then we
Sick.
have a 14,
Sick.
and then this one is a 29.
Will hit.
And the last one I've noted has always been the dagger. So the dagger deals 9 piercing damage.
Another 4. Sick. And if this is okay with you, I'd like to imagine that we're both, because I don't think either of us are scummy enough to like push each other out of like the bounds or anything. So we're probably just gonna be like moving constantly and just
Yeah.
flying around.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna call back. Fuck. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It looks like it's about to hit, and then she brings the second blade in and pushes it away from the weak spot.
21.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
That's a parry, so that adds, if that's a
Yeah.
parry, that adds a +2 or +3. So
Is
then the
it for the
21 won't
remainder
hit.
of the turn?
I did. What does
I
the
think
stat
it's for
sheet say?
that attack. No, I've taken a stat sheet and augmented it, and I added
Yeah.
a parry mechanic, but I think it's just for that attack. Otherwise, it'd be too strong.
Okay. So 21 then.
Yep, 21 hits.
It's... Okay, let's do math again.
Yeah, if you were fighting a
Okay,
vanilla
not much.
swashbuckler, they're CR3. You would fuck them super hard.
So that's 18 magical piercing damage,
Okay.
and 3 cold damage. I've just all rolled 3s for my cold damage. And because I didn't state it earlier, I'm going to be using my bonus action this time to cast my storm rune, which will give me where I can use my reaction to cast
Yep.
give myself advantage.
Or grant disadvantage.
Yes. And I will be, because I cast it after and it's a bonus action, I end my turn, I'm going to be using my reaction to give her disadvantage on the first attack.
You do it when you're attacked, but whatever, it's fine. So when you see her attack, you do it. It's her turn. First attack.
Disadvantage.
And it was a 1 and a 20. So it's a 1. And then we have the second 2 attacks as, I imagine this, I don't know, is it an increased reaction speed? Like Killua's electric Nen range? Or is it like, or is it literally you do something that forces them, like static shock them or something?
Well, it comes from the Cloud Giants, right? So it's all
Giants.
trickery and illusion.
Storm Giants.
So Storm Giants, yes. So it's all. Or there's a Cloud Rune that does something else entirely. I don't know. For me, I feel like it's just intense focus. Like I'm just staring at her, and that just phases her out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I dig it. All right. Other 2 attacks.
Yep.
First one is going to be a 25 to hit. With the,
Hit.
And then the next one is 21.
Doesn't hit.
Hey, look at that. All right. So the Cutlass does hit, dealing 12 magical slashing damage.
Sick.
Because you're probably down to what, like 40 something?
46 now.
She has 45 hit points. So, twinsies almost. Yeah, it's your turn. As she
19?
is relishing the combat. 19 does not hit.
25.
25 hits.
Sick. No, I'm gonna keep it. One that 18 magical piercing, 2 cold damage.
Hey, you didn't roll 3 that
And-
time.
And yeah, thank God.
How you guys feeling in the
I
crowd
guess.
right now as you see him in this like neck and neck fight?
I'm in the hospital. Jesus.
It cut out all the way until
Give him the
for
old-
me.
Give him the old cloaca punch.
The old cloaca punch.
So as a bonus action for my turn there, I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, and I'm going to fly away up to about 60 feet.
Because you can't provoke attacks of opportunity when you have Zephyr Strike cast.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I'm so because this will be obvious, I'm not going to try and hide it. I'm essentially what I'm doing is I'm flying away 60 feet, but I'm doing it in like I'm taking just one big lap and coming back around. So I'm just
Okay.
like, so it
that's
would be
sick.
obvious that that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I love it.
Not like I'm running away or creating distance. Like I'm
No.
just giving myself some wind up.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's
All
going to
right.
be it for my turn.
All right, and as you return, she follows to meet you, and okay, since you said I rolled too many 20s, these dice were like, yeah, you rolled too many 20s. So we got a 14,
Misses.
a 19,
Misses.
and a 23.
Hits. And that's with the dagger.
Yep, you're right. You right. Hey!
Which you can still add sneak attack to.
Oh, I forgot to add sneak attack to all these.
Why are you playing a swashbuckler then, Clint? This is literally
It doesn't
been whatever
technically
you wanna
show
keep.
that. Okay, now the fight might be kind of close.
Yep.
That's 11 magical piercing damage, plus another 13.
So 24.
So
reduced to
24 reduced to 12.
12. Getting close. Yep.
And as a
okay.
bonus action, you see her chug a potion that heals her for a certain amount of health.
How does she have a bonus action? Is that part of it, or because she made 3 attacks if she's amped up and that's part of her normal economy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just curious. That's fine. Which is fine because as I fly back, and I'm gonna do a couple of things. Bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark, and this is where we get into it. First attack, Zephyr Strike gives me advantage on my first attack. So I'm gonna be rolling this first one with
And
advantage.
the next attack, you're gonna use reaction with your storm rune to give yourself advantage again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're
My
talking about.
advantage, I don't know. My advantage attacks have sucked ass. 16.
16 does not hit.
What the fuck is going on, dude? Then another one coming in. 26.
26 absolutely hits.
20. Oh no, I rolled that again. I didn't mean to do that. Roll damage. Okay, so let's see. And that, and that. So 26 magical piercing damage.
You rolled a 26 to hit and you got 26 magical piercing damage?
And 1 cold damage.
He's out here slaying.
You're not rolling
And
threes
one-
anymore.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you have right now?
34.
Okay.
Um,
So you unleash a furious attack.
And she came up to meet me, right? After I flew away from 60 feet. Ah, that's fucking pussy shit. I'm gonna stay right there. Sure, I could fly
Awesome.
away 90 feet and not provoke opportunity attack, but that's pussy shit. I'm staying right there. Fucking duke it out. Go.
Let's duke it. Let's duke it. A contest of champions. And I had an inspiration point because I read.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
because you read.
So I will use an
Yes.
inspiration point for the first time ever. Because even when I've read before, I always forget to use them. So I
You've
have
used them
advantage.
before to fuck us at our
Have I?
request. It was very funny, yes.
Oh,
Specifically at our request. We're like, you have inspiration, Glenn. You could fuck us. You're right.
I guess this is the first time I've chosen. Why would you do that, Brandon? What word?
For
What
what?
just happened?
You said you redeemed don't say a word. You get to choose a word
Oh.
I can't say for a minute.
Attack.
I will not say that word. It just forces me to be more narrative. You swing your weapon greatly.
I forgot I put that in. That was like
It's
15
been a
minutes
while,
ago.
Yeah. So I have advantage with this roll
Yep.
that will strike you.
Just roll already, motherfucker.
Wah, 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 wah.
Four crits since we started counting.
How
In the
many
last
sessions?
2 combat encounters. Sessions? I don't know,
Yeah,
but in
it's
the last
so
2
easy
combat
to get
encounters.
advantage against you, though. So
Give me the
mean.
damage.
All right.
Roll sneak attack.
I know. I just rolled really well on the initial weapon damage.
Fuck Diller.
25 magical slashing from just the weapon, and then we have
Okay.
sneak attack.
Jesus.
Which is a 3d6.
Oh, you
on the
said
screen.
attack.
Thank you.
He
Take away one of those
refunding
D6.
those points.
6 more damage.
What? Say again?
Okay.
26
How? You only have 3d6
times
sneak
2.
attack then. Oh,
'Cause it was a
fuck.
crit.
Wait, don't
Okay.
you have adamantine armor though?
No?
Oh,
You're the,
oh.
you're the only ones that have that.
Yeah.
This guy over here. Anyway, we have 2 more attacks coming in. 'cause that
You
was
look
the
so
first
pissed when you said that. I'm like, no.
Okay, we're back to normal. We have a 14 to hit
Doesn't hit.
and a 19.
Does not hit.
Okay, so 1 solid hit and 2 more misses. Your turn.
That was 20. So do I do concentration for after I reduce the damage? Because that's how much
Isn't
damage
Zephyr
I'm taking,
Strike-
correct?
Oh yeah, you do it when you take the damage.
So I'm so half of 25. So what is that?
No,
Well,
it would be
that was
it'd
the
be the
same
damage
attack.
that you take.
The full damage was 1 attack. It was just I did the weapon damage and the sneak attack. I didn't say
Right,
the
but then-
last letter of it.
But then they get combined for me and for all purposes of calculating resistances, right? So would it be the full damage or would it be after resistance?
Oh, that's
'Cause I'm
right. You
only taking
have
25.
everything. Okay, yeah. So it's a DC 12. DC 12
Okay.
con saving throw.
Wait,
I
it was
just wanna make
24
sure.
damage total?
No.
No, it was 25 plus 26, so 51.
Okay.
Reduced to half.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, to 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it would be 12. Thank you.
So this is for. I also like because I popped Hunter's Mark. Zephyr Strike is gone, so Hunter's Mark is a concentration check right now.
Okay.
And I rolled a 7, so I don't maintain it,
Hunter's Mark.
which is fine. Because I'm just gonna cast it again, and there goes all 3 spell slots.
Yeah.
And let's see, first attack coming in, 24 to hit, and
Oh, yeah.
27 to hit.
Oh yeah.
OLR.
Yeah, 22.
How many hit points do you have right now, Vol?
9.
Len.
Also, for what it's worth, I'll say this at the end.
So that is 43 magical piercing damage plus 8 cold damage.
Do you
Jesus.
have mercy on her, or do you run her through as she falls unconscious?
What was the first thing you asked me?
Do you have mercy on her, or do you run her through because she's gone unconscious after the first attack?
Oh, if after the first attack, if I notice after the first attack she goes out because that first
She had 14
attack
hit
did-
points.
Yeah, okay, no, she would have not survived that first attack. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
then I would have like staved my blade and then I would have like made sure that I was able to grab her and then bring her down.
Wonderful. And in true Wolf, almost the favorite of this competition,
Oh, fuck.
gets a cheers. The crowd erupts as you literally like defeat her and then catch her and gracefully lay her on the ground. How do you react when the crowd cheers?
My concern will at this moment probably won't be on the cheers. It'd be making sure that she's okay, and I'm like ignoring the cheers, taking her to the nurse and stuff.
You've seen throughout this entire thing, they have a massively responsive life cleric team that has been very on it. No one has sustained any injuries that have not been completely repaired.
So if like the nurse team's like essentially on the sidelines or whatever, the clerics, I'd be like, just give her a little bump of like healing, really quick.
All right, so they kind of pour a potion down, and she coughs as she opens her eyes and looks up.
And then I get her up to like if she's willing, get her up to like on her feet, and then just kind of like celebrate together, I guess, because it was a fun fight.
Yeah.
So like in front of the audience.
Absolutely. As the crowd cheers thunderously, they were already cheering, and now they're cheering so loud that Magdor, you in the recovery room, feel the stadium itself kind of like vibrating and shaking. And Yorven, you are in it, probably cheering along with them.
And I'm louder than everybody else, unless they're
Hell
using
yeah.
thaumaturgy too.
Yeah, just you. Yeah, you're leading the. Vol! It starts from you.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Just like.
Awesome. And that is the.
I released
and
some finger
Vol has-
fireworks for Vol.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, awesome. One of the more sought after rounds here. If we had to rank them, it was probably this matchup, then the Yorvan Magdor, and then Chainbreaker's fight. Suo's
Chainbreaker was lower than ours.
Yeah, just because
Damn.
of the skill of the combatants. That's why Suo's was
Probably
so
knew
low
it
on the
was a
list,
short
because
win.
they thought it was a blowout. Suo was going to lose badly, and so it was a huge upset. But yeah, they give you a chance. They do bring you, even if you are healthy. So they would have done this with you too, your event, but they bring you to the infirmary room and they check you out, make sure they are able to kind of help heal up any minor injuries you have. It's just it takes a little longer for some of the people that get knocked out. They like to keep them under observation to make sure they're okay. But yeah, that round is over. You have defeated Reika. And at the end of it, though, as you do finally part, she does give you a deep bow and a smile. And she says, I am happy to call you a friend again. And she raises your hand to the crowd. Anyway, then we have the last round of the quarterfinals between Kamarim? That's it? Kamarim and Chainbreaker. And you guys have not really heard much about this half-orc fighter, Kamarim. Based on how he dresses, you think he's from more the desert-faring countries. He dresses very much like a caravaner who moves through that space a lot, most likely from the south. And Chainbreaker is like I said, a white dragonborn. Some of his armor is looks like it's made of the scales of a black dragon, and he wields a giant maul that looks like it has a really, you're not sure if it's a replica or if it's just a really good crafting, but it looks like the head of a red dragon at the head of the maul. And
I don't want to fight him anymore.
the fight
This dude dies as like a badass.
very quick. Chainbreaker makes superbly quick work of this half-orc fighter. But kind of in kind with the way that you all have treated your opponents, he does not celebrate it until he's certain that that person is okay. But the half-orc's not happy about it. He kind of stomps off. And I think, because it's pretty late for you, isn't it, Brandon?
Let's go. Let's go.
Brandon?
Yeah. Yeah,
You can't?
yeah,
I
we're
need
good.
to tap out.
See, there we go.
Oh.
Next week is the semifinals and the championship. We got the quarterfinals knocked out, and next week we'll have the culmination of the battles during Brightsword. Brightswords.
Yes.
But fuck yeah!
Ah!
Good job so far, guys.
I wanted to play more.
I
Come
know.
I did 2, but
Hey,
I'm barely
think-
conscious. I'm
It's only 6 days until we can play again instead of
Yeah,
7.
let's struggle.
So we're gonna
here.
play next Tuesday, so that'll be the 16th, 17th.
So long.
17th. I'm stoked, guys. That was fun. So let's say goodbye to everyone so that we can go to sleep. Well,
Go
I
to
mean,
sleep.
Yeah.
GG's,
Go to
everyone.
sleep.
I gotta
Thank you
take the
for all
trash
of our
out and
new
then I can go to
friends
sleep.
enjoying and joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. But yeah, we had Sir Uh-Oh and some and Green Eyed Druid and 11,111 join us. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understood it maybe a little more. But next week we'll be back for the matchup between Yorven and Suo the Turtle Druid and Vol and Chainbreaker. So it's gonna be lit.
I'm gonna
Did you say
steal
he's
the
a white
toy while I'm
dragonborn?
there.
White Dragonborn, yeah.
Fuck!
What?
I've got a frost sword, Glenn. I've got a frostbrand. I know shit about dragons.
You could borrow my whelm.
Just borrow Whelm for a fight, no big deal. It's only attunable to a dwarf. You can't attune to it.
Nope, that's the dwarven thrower, not whelm.
What?
Whelm can be attuned by anybody. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yep,
Am
it can be
I-
attuned by anybody. Oh nope,
Wow.
you're wrong. Nope, I just read the whole thing. Volt,
Okay.
I have a belt of dwarven kind. You'll grow a beard, but no, I don't have one. I
Okay.
don't.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. We can keep hanging out for a little bit, but we're gonna end the stream.
Bye.